Welcome to RPG Reanimators, and today we are going to be playing Unland by Scott Dorward for our It's Alive actual play. So without further ado, let's get started. It is a dreary Monday in New Hampshire. Now, we're on holiday here, part
Yep.
of Holiday Holdings. He's assembled a crew, a specialized team to look into some real estate that he's recently purchased. The Funland amusement park, which is located just north of Manchester, New Hampshire. So really out in the middle of nowhere. It's been subject to some scandal before closing down around 18 years ago, and it's just been sitting there ever since. So let's say you're all in one vehicle as you are driving up the winding roads in this New Hampshire setting. You can see the evergreens, the tips slightly hidden by the fog, and it's lonely. You've only maybe seen about one or two cars on the way to this amusement park, and you have to go up a dirt road which is kind of overgrown with weeds. The concrete is all cracked, and there's all kinds of flora that's sprouting up. So who's driving?
Question.
Say there's a nice SUV.
Yeah, Ron's a little bleary-eyed this morning, so he's probably sitting in the front passenger seat.
As the supervisor, I do believe it would be my responsibility to be sure the entire team arrives at the site promptly as instructed. We're driving my large Chevy Tahoe. Please do not drink any coffee inside. Do not eat on the leather. I would greatly appreciate it, please, and thank you.
Wonderful. What could you describe what you look like, Isaac?
If he were a spice, he would be flour. Isaac is very bland, pale, and tedious, with a wearing, let's just call it, a kind of khaki flannel shirt that washes him out to look somehow even more pale and perhaps a little sickly. Has a very bad habit of clicking his pens whenever he's nervous or stressed. I'm assuming the photographer is late as always, and so the rest of the crew got to have an earful of me just constantly clicking on and off, on and off.
All right. That's great. Ron, could you describe yourself?
Next to him in the
Click, click,
passenger
click, click.
seat, yeah, click click as it goes on. It's starting to get a little bit under Ron's nerves, but Ron's he's a giant of a man in a very bright, flashy blue suit. And if this was anyone else's vehicle, he would have already lit up a cigarette in it. But he doesn't want to aggravate Isaac too much more than he is already, so and he's still feeling a little rough. Last night he was in a rather smoke-filled. Well, we won't worry about where he was, but he was anyways. He's looking a little bleary-eyed this morning, and he's like, "Really, you guys? I think if we get the commercials going, it's got to be. If you're looking for a place to set up your business space, I don't know, but we're going to check this place out. I'm still working on the jingle, but we'll get this place checked out, and we'll find ourselves a buyer and walk away. I'm sure we'll have enough for a bonus for everybody."
So, Ron, despite Isaac's maybe misanthropic attitude towards everyone, uh, why do you see your best friend?
I think it's that he balances Ron out. Is that flower? Ron is
He's that
definitely
spice.
he's the spice of the relationship, and yeah, and he's always got bigger plans and bigger and better, and it's always something new. But he knows that he on his own, he's gonna reach too far. He's gonna get too out of control. So it's good to have Isaac to ground him and keep him in reality. He's got probably a little notebook that he's writing down other ideas, and it's constantly, and if his hand shakes a little extra while he's doing it, maybe that's just something that he hopes the others don't notice, but he's always ready to pitch something at the others. And after today he'll have three more projects where he's looking to make an easy sell and get us ahead.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, thank
Now,
you.
in the back, we have John Parker, the engineer hired on for this contract, this job. Could you explain a little bit about you? What do you look like, and what kind of gadgets do you have in the trunk?
John's a fairly average height, nervous looking man. He's wearing glasses, which he always kind of like nervously adjusts. He seems in this constant state of like anxiety about he doesn't look like he wants to be here. As for the gadgets, I'm not quite sure what an assessment engineer would have.
You probably have like a laser,
Yeah,
like
A protractor?
measurer.
Don't know.
yeah, a level, some sort of level.
You
to
could
see
even
it.
have a drone. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll take a drone. But yeah, that's what he has in the back. He has loads of expensive equipment that, shouldn't get damaged at all.
Okay. Great. And last but not least, we have Evelyn Drummer.
Evelyn arrived definitely late. She
Why were you late?
She couldn't. Well, I think driving up to the place that they were going to meet, she couldn't find her keys. First of all, and then she left her bag in the house. She had to go back and get her camera. That's the thing that she needs the most.
Get it together.
Yeah. And then she was like, crap, I have to feed the cat. So she has to do that. And then by the time she got there, she had a coffee when she arrived, and hearing, oh, no coffee. Okay. She's looking for like a garbage can to put the coffee away. She just puts it in the cup holder in her car. It's going to definitely be there. It's like 3/4 full for sure. But
I'd call it 1/4 empty.
She is a larger woman with short, like a pixie cut, blonde hair, probably wearing like a flannel top, with her very like worn bag. This is the bag she takes with her everywhere. Always has her camera on her with all of her lenses and everything like that. She's just brings everything everywhere all the time, regardless of the shoot, because she's not going to change anything out. All of her, all the lenses, all of the filters, everything that she needs, backup film, just in case.
Beautiful. Thank you. And as we make our way across these winding roads on the back roads, New Hampshire area, you see it in the distance around this parking lot that is weed choked. And then beyond that, a barbed wire fence. And then beyond that, even yet, what looks like to be the lattice struts of a rusty roller coaster along the outside of the fence. You start to drive up, and I love spot hidden roll.
I'm too busy keeping the car on the road, so I don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
You're locked in.
Yep.
Hard success.
Hard success. Great. As you start to pull into the lot, this parking lot, you can see a lot of abandoned cars. Cars that have looked like they've been here for at least a decade. They're just rusted out skeletons. And with your heart, amongst the mud and the weeds, you see fresh tire tracks. Because someone's been here before. Very recently.
When did you come here before? Did you get here to scope this place out earlier?
Today's the day.
You're muted.
He's stunned.
Ron, please stop trying to talk with your mouth full. I know you're eating over there.
He's getting crumbs.
Of course not, Isaac. I respect your rules of the vehicle. No, we've made this purchase sight unseen. Only what they had to go on to see it. This is our first trip out here, but it wouldn't surprise me, given this is going to be a hot property, if plenty of others have been checking it out as well. And hey,
could have been teens.
Could have been teens, vandals, or something else. We'll just with that careful photographer's eye, just maybe make sure none of that gets in the pictures. We want to sell this place up. We want to make this quick and easy, right, friends? Now, John, you're going to probably see some signs of water damage. From what I understand, it's been about 18 years, but let's just try to keep within our budget that I outlined back at the office. And you know what? We should be up and running before we know it.
I mean, if we have to remove that roller coaster, and I'll gesture at the big rusted roller coaster, that's going to be expensive.
Yeah. So as you pull up, like right to the front of the parking lot, you pull up to a closed gate. There's a chain on the gate, but there's no sign of a lock. It's just been lazily looped around. But beyond that, you see a sign, a metal arc that says Unland. It appears that the F has fallen off.
How charming. All right, let me open this gate and step out of the car with completely weather inappropriate shoes. Immediately mud splashes on top of my brogues. I'm like,
The fog
This-
seems to get thicker as you step forward.
Ron, you sure do know how to pick an investment, huh?
Hey, you know what? I've been, by virtue of that deed, I think we could say that we own these vehicles too. Maybe there'll be some parts left in them we can sell for a bit of profit.
Smart.
Oh.
The businessman. So as you unlock the chain, unwrap the chain that's wrapped around this gate, you push it open, and you see a severed head looking up at you. And then you do a split take. It's not a severed head. It's what appears to be a fiberglass clown head that's just been rolled up to the gate and looking up at you, Mr. Fisher.
Ah. I fucking hate clowns. I'm gonna kick it to roll it away from the gate.
Okay, don't hurt your foot.
Yeah.
Driving up toward the entrance.
It makes a hollow sound. Half of its face has been cracked open.
Well, we'll get the promotion team in here at some point and look up the ideas for some new mascots. Safe to say, I don't think we're gonna mess with clowns. Kids these days have enough to worry about. Not maybe I was thinking some kind of anthropomorphic creature or something like that. But well, we're here. Have a look around. Isaac, any idea on where we ought to start?
I mean, I guess we can just start at the ticket gate, make our way around. Do you have a map of this place even, Ron?
Yeah.
There's something up for me on a napkin here. I don't think I have any. Remembers back to the
buddy.
breakfast that morning that he accidentally used the napkin map.
Yeah, so at the booth, you can see that
Does it have the You Are Here map?
Yeah. The You Are Here map. So I'm gonna be posting that in the Discord.
Okay.
Bam! So right now you're outside the park in the parking lot. In the car park.
Take some shots of the entrance.
All right, give me a photographer, craft photographer, please. I'd love that.
44 under 60. So just regular.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, so it's really difficult to see deeper within the park. It's almost with your photographer's eye, it's almost like there's an eerie darkness deeper within the park. It seems darker on the inside than on the outside. And you got a success with your photographer skill?
Mhm.
Okay. So with your photographer skill, and you're looking over on your digital camera this photo, you swear you see a silhouette of someone behind one of the latticed roller coaster struts.
I think if there's teens, I think they're still in there. I think we might want to come back at another time with some security. But I mean, we can go in and just be aware that there might be somebody in there.
We got the proof of ownership papers right here. We'll send them on their way. No need for any kind of confrontation. I'm sure they're as scared of us as more than not. So
Those are snakes, not teenagers. They're not scared of us.
I'm gonna check the fence, see what it's made of, if it's just chain link or if it's like a proper wall.
Yeah.
See if it's something that needs replacing.
So
Put my
with your
flash on the camera.
engineering science, I'd love you to roll that one.
Awesome.
But yes, to continue with the photograph that you just took, there's many, many shapes in this photograph. They almost look like Rorschach blots in the fog, and it's hard to make out everything.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll put the flash on just in case if it looks really dark in there.
Yeah.
Seems like we wouldn't need it in the middle of the day, but if there's
You
fog,
can't even see the tops of the roller coaster because of
Hmm.
this pervasive, just almost dominant fog.
get the diffuser on, big flash.
Mm-hmm.
Ron's constantly trying to look over her shoulder and see the screen of the camera. Now, I know,
Well,
Evelyn, you got that artsy eye of yours, and I know some of these are going to make it onto that website of yours. Yeah, I've seen it. But we need some good promo stuff too. Okay, I need you to frame it. Let's showcase the good, hide the ugly.
Well, I mean, you got to get some stagers in here first. This is just the preliminary shot so that the stagers know,
Gotcha.
what can
Good.
stay, what can go.
yeah.
We'll get some stuff for the editorial as well, but that's for the book.
As
Perfect.
Ron mutters, showcase the good, hide the ugly, someone might hear Isaac mutter, yeah, you're good at that, aren't you? Like just under his breath to
Oh my
himself.
lord! John, I wanted to know what your result of that science engineering roll.
It was a hard success, 21
Okay.
under 60.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard sell. You'll like from the outside, this is like ugh. Like you could get away with scrapping a bunch of the stuff for profit. But who knows? There might be more inside.
Ron, how much did you pay for this again?
Ron
all
gives, yeah, he went all in. Well, he's oh, you wouldn't believe what a deal I got on this. Well, we turn this around and we'll be well ahead.
Hopefully the scrap will sell for enough.
Yeah. And when you hear the words like deal, Ron, you just get that itch
Oh yeah,
to sit down and play cards. To go all in.
all in every time.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Lady Luck, fortunes of bold, friends.
Yeah.
And this hand is gonna work out a lot better.
Yeah. And you found your the amusement park map in the, let's say, the ticket booth that was close to the entrance. Now, that ticket booth, it's got this cracked mirror in it. You have to almost reach in and grab that poster of the map. It's a grimy mirror. And you can see your own dirty reflection.
I try to avoid looking at myself in the reflection. It's just I kind of acknowledge in my peripheral, reach in and grab it.
Good.
Uh,
So you've acquired the map.
yeah. It looks like they got an office just up there. God, it's hard to see anything out here. You check the office, maybe see if they have better records or something. There's
So
power lines.
you'll step through the gates of Funland.
Oh, we're
or
going in.
Unland.
Yeah. It's Ron throws his half-smoked cigarette to the side and leads the way in.
All
I'm
right.
thinking we can make that office a little bit of our home base for now. We can.
Ron, it's this way.
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes.
To the right. There you go.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
And as you step in, this roller coaster, right? It just seems so much bigger than it was on the inside than from your view from the outside. Like the rails, they must be so high above because you can't even see them. You just see these struts which form a dense mesh, almost like a curtain of strings, at the ends of which dim, vague shapes twitch and dance. And this surrounds the entire perimeter of this 30-acre park.
Can I see
Okay.
where I saw the figure before? Now that
Yeah.
we're in.
If you look around and you take a look at the map, there's the bumper cars.
Dodgems.
Yep, that's right. That's where you saw the figure.
Okay. Well, they're probably moved on, but there might be somebody squatting over at the bumper cars. So just be on our guard. Be ready to kick them out.
Sounds good. Best thing we can do is leave them a clear path to the exit, not get in their way. And hopefully, once they hear we're here, maybe we'll turn on some of these rides and see if the old music still starts up. I'm sure that'll give them a fright.
Oh, no, I was going to ask, is there power to this place?
Well, should
Is
be.
there power to this place? It's not on right now.
Yeah. Might be something we can figure out in the office.
I figure if they had plans of power lines, water lines, anything else in here, that'll be our best bet.
Yeah.
Now
And-
I want you all to stop and look at this place in front of us and just close your eyes for a second and think of what it could be.
And you close your eyes and you just hear just the derelict breeze of trash blowing in the wind. And the wind, it makes such a horrible, horrible sound as it goes through the rusting equipment.
When was this place open last?
18 years ago.
18 years
18.
ago.
You're welcome to do some research on that. You check your phone. You still have reception. Although it's not great. Maybe 2 or 3 bars.
Sure. If they're checking out the office, I'll
Yeah.
go on my phone.
I'd love for you to give me a library use or a computer use. Either or.
Okay. No.
Okay.
52 over 40.
Okay. 52 over 40.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So I'll give you some information regardless, but not the information that you would have gotten on a success. So you can't see anything about like why it was shut down, but however, because of that lack of information, it gives you information because it looks like someone tried to cover this up, like maybe a PR manager decided to cover this up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. While they're in there, I'll just kind of be taking pictures of the entry, like the the whole park.
Yeah. And as you walk around, I understand that Ron and Isaac, they went into the office, right? What about you,
Yeah.
John?
I would have probably lagged behind a bit to actually look at the structure of the roller coaster to see if it's like busting on these pillars or.
Yeah. It's not doing good, but you've never seen a roller coaster like this before. It's huge.
Mhm.
And as you trace it, like there's no way it should be going across the entire park.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, make a sand roll.
He's just getting the urge to leave as he's looking at this roller coaster. I think that was a success.
With the success,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 0 sand loss. And you kind of just chalk it off to the map being incorrect. But the map where the roller coaster is does not reflect where the roller coaster is in reality.
Maybe it's an old map and they never just replaced it.
But something's just like at the back of your mind, it's almost tickling you because all the buildings are in the right places.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Evelyn, you said you were looking around once again, checking out this roller coaster.
Yeah, just maybe for the roller coaster, definitely taking pictures of like how tall it is and how big it is, and just the general, I guess, have a record of the state of the place right now, just in case if there are vandals, if it changes or something, then we'll know.
Yeah. So the struts, once again, they look like strings, strands of strings, and it almost becomes like a curtain just right before your eyes. Maybe it was always that way, but with your camera, as you zoom in and try to get a good composition, you swear you can see eyes looking back at you from beyond.
Yeah, I'm putting the camera away.
Let's roll sand for that, please.
Okay. Success.
Okay, success. That is just a 0. Maybe it's a trick of the light.
Yeah. I'll wait outside the office at that point then.
Okay. Meanwhile, Isaac and Ron, you step into this office, right? It muffles the sound as you step in, and it's completely dark. What are you using for a source of light, if any?
Gonna just whip out my cell phone, turn the flashlight on, and look around.
All right. Cell phone goes on, and a bright light actually, you see a bright light in front of you turn on, and you see yourself.
God, they sure did love mirrors in this place, huh? You'd think they'd keep them all in the fun house.
Yes, and then it's the reflection of yourself in the mirror, like you guessed.
Well, at least they're the normal ones, not the ones that make you look real tall or skinny or small. I'm sure there'll be enough of them.
As Ron says this, Isaac is just looking at the sort of downcast reflection in the mirror and feel like I do look small compared to Ron. Just trying to brush things along. Yeah. We need
Hit him
to
with that symbolism.
Yeah. We should see if there's a lights or anything in here.
Yeah, and as your hand touches the wall, just yearning, searching for a light switch, you get it. You get it, and then you flip it on, and it does absolutely nothing. You're still in the darkness of the confines of this office space, which is just falling apart.
Must be a power box somewhere, but surely you can see what a good hand fate dealt us this time.
Yeah. So Isaac and Ron, you've both been to abandoned buildings before. Like you've been in the flipping business for at least like a decade, or maybe half a decade. There's no signs of animals, like no rats or roaches, nothing like that. No smell, just emptiness.
Well, you sure do know how to pick them. At least I'm not going to have to sweep up rat shit this time around.
Now that downtown job, I'd check that out. They lied about that. You know, that wasn't my fault. That wound up the way it did, and we got you a good mask, you and the crew, and just because that young man got a bit of a lung infection isn't.
That's okay, Ron. We don't need to talk about the downtown job. It's fine. It's all good. Maybe they just use arsenic in this place for rat poison or something.
Yeah. You're welcome to venture deeper into the administration area.
I will. At the mention of the downtown job, I'm gonna kind of scoot and be like, "Yeah, let's just see what we can find in here. It's all right, big guy."
Yeah. Okay. Great. So this is what happens. You step into the office, and your feet, they just clatter. It causes quite a commotion as you clatter a bunch of like crushed beer cans on the ground.
The aforementioned teenagers effect.
Seems that way.
Well,
So
again, just a chance for us to make a little extra on the deposits, right?
there's a bunch of steel cabinets that are still here miraculously, untouched by the elements.
See what's inside them. Just searching around, seeing what we can pilfer. I mean, salvage.
Yeah. So, ooh, you've got some files on employees. If you look through, I'd take a library use for some juicy information.
Ooh.
Rolling against that base, baby.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Same here.
Oh, also, I'll give 20 points for everyone to add to any skill they want, just as part of.
Oh.
Okay. Well, then
once
I will
add it, you add it.
10 points to library use and 10 points to dodge. I feel like that may or may not come in handy.
Sounds great.
That'll be 28 in library use, which
Nice.
would be a success with that generous 20 points.
Okay, so with your searching, you've done this before. You're a job site supervisor. You're looking through some maybe little waterlogged manila envelopes, but you find some reports on like a certain employee and a police scandal, and like just like it's a mess because there's a lot of talk about a certain employee named let's say Carl Henderson.
No.
How he was placed on leave immediately and effectively, as stated by a PR manager, and her name is Ina Matthews. Because apparently he's been, while he worked there, he basically killed children.
Fuck. Ron, what did they tell you about this place?
They didn't say that much. I'm not sure why they didn't fire this employee immediately, but
I mean, they did their damnedest to cover it up, and yeah, great fucking deal. They
No.
sold you a dud. This place might as well be fucking.
now hold on. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean he did that stuff here. Maybe he did that.
No,
on his
but this
off
place
hours.
has got a reputation. Where's the photographer girl? She was trying to look stuff up on the phone. Peek my head out the door. Drama.
Yeah. She's like just like hunched over the camera, like hitting zoom to like try and
delete.
yeah.
Did you say you found anything about this place?
Only that they tried to scrub it.
Yeah, I think I found your reason why here. Search up Carl Henderson and maybe Ina Matthews. Look like a child killer was one of the employees or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. While they were working here?
I guess, kind of waving
Okay.
the envelope. I'm just clipping everything into my clipboard because it's very professional.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
All right, so you look up Carl Henderson, and over the course of maybe 5 years, 18 years ago, this Carl Henderson he was a park employee, and he used his position to basically murder children. And Miss Matthews, she was the assigned PR like manager of Funland at the time, and it looks like she did a good job with like covering it up and hushing it.
Did it say what his position was?
Yeah, he was a maintenance man.
Okay. And they closed the park as a result of that?
Yep. Couldn't
Sure.
scavenge that.
Yeah.
Parker, if this guy, I'm not getting too much about what this guy did. It said he worked in maintenance and he would do something to lure the kids away. You may want to keep an eye out for looking around at this misty park with the roller coaster creaking trapdoors or something. Maybe this guy got creative. He was a serial killer working here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
They had to have had the police in at some point. They must have given it a once over and at least, if not dug into every nook and cranny of this place.
One can hope.
Yeah, so you're looking on your phone, John? Or who's
No,
doing
it's
more
just-
research?
No, I probably won't do any research right now.
Okay.
I do want to look up at the sky. Is it even reasonable to assume I can see anything with a drone?
You
fog.
could definitely use the drone. It might cut through the fog, but there's, like I said, a lot of fog. You can't even see the tops of the roller coaster.
No, I don't want to crash my drone.
It's an expensive drone. You just finished paying it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So Isaac, you're doing a little research on your phone.
Yeah, I
What are
think
you
so.
looking into in particular?
doing some searching through local news articles in the area to see if there was a police investigation, any kind of records for that, if it was at the park or if they just got this guy at his home where he was found, and just trying to look into more how much digging has been done on these grounds. We know the fallout, but not the events.
Yeah, you can give me a library use.
Okay. My newfound 30. And I don't think a 95 will cut it.
Okay. 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 So as you are looking through the your phone, you are getting a phone call. As your phone suddenly brings to life, it disrupts your search, and it's an unknown number.
Fuck, probably calling about my car's extended warranty. Yeah. Hello?
Okay, so this is a collect call from New Hampshire State Prison for Men. This is on the behalf of Andrew Carlisle, which a name you and Ron are very familiar with.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, I gotta take this. I'm gonna just step out for a bit.
No problem. I'm gonna see if I can hunt down a power box here.
Yes, I'll accept the charges.
All right, and it connects you to just like static on the other end, and through that static, as you kind of just lean in, trying your best to hear what's on the other side, there's just like a "you did this."
Andrew, listen, I'm trying to do the best that I can here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sometimes shit happens. I'm doing the best I can.
Great.
I'm sorry.
And then the phone just like cuts. And I would love for you to roll sanity, because you come to the realization that you never gave that number to him.
Well, I don't like that, but I did roll a 29.
Okay, that's just one. That's just
Family probably gave it to me. Downtown.
Trouble?
Hmm?
Trouble?
Yeah, just the missus at home.
yeah. But you can't forget. It sounded exactly like him.
It did. I'm even through the fog. It clearly, you can tell that I'm shaken and obviously lying poorly. All good.
Well.
Nothing to worry about here.
It was
All right,
just
well.
straight venom and vitriol in the voice. But yeah, we're gonna go with Ron and John as they head to the maybe the maintenance area to assess the power. Evelyn, are you staying with Isaac?
Sure.
So what are you two doing then? Just so I can get all my ducks in a row.
We can start. I mean, if they're trying to do power, what do we have? I mean, I'd be wanting to go sort of systematically and taking pictures of all the rides to sort of see.
Yeah, great. I mean, you're around area 3, which is the office.
All right, we can just head up to the Giddy Giggler. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
I don't
sure,
even
we
know
can.
what that means.
I don't either. We can go ahead and catalog the shit while Ron's trying to find a power box
Okay.
that's not going to work.
All right, so you're going to go past the Giddy Giggler, Ron and John, as you search deeper for some kind of maintenance room. Okay. Right. It might be in Building 7, near Building 7, near like the main area. That's where you think all that power goes out from.
Likely from one of the bigger buildings. John is going to have some kind of power box, and they'll likely even have separate controls for each ride. But
that's right.
We're going to need a bit of a rebrand around here, aren't we?
Yeah, especially with the child murdering.
Yeah.
And maybe people have forgotten in 18 years.
Okay, so You're going to the Giddy Giggler, which is an amusement park waltzer. So it's like a I don't
A
like
waltzer?
a spinning car platform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the teacups at Disneyland?
yeah, something like
like this. Oh, I was gonna make a specific reference, but
that. It's near the entrance, and it's maybe a short walk. You can see that it is clown themed.
Oh.
So these little cars that spin around, they have all these clown faces on them, but they're all kind of molded, and their eyes have been just scratched out on all of them. Sociopath in the making has probably done that.
probably have to be replaced.
Yeah,
Probably need to be demolished. Sure, yeah.
yeah.
That's
And
probably
I'll
true of the
take
whole
a
place.
spot hidden.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over to the merry-go-round over here. Not a fan of this shit. Spot hidden. 96. I'm
Okay.
doing everything but looking at the ride.
No, that's fine. This is great. What about you,
Regular.
Evelyn? Regular.
Regular success, yeah.
All right. I will say by area 6, you see a light
Oh.
through, kind of cutting through the fog. It flickers
Bumper cars.
in the distance, and it
Did they-
almost looks like a fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
was gonna
that's what
say
you
they
see.
have the power on. Somebody, I think, I don't know if it's teens. There's somebody over in the bumper cars.
Yeah. And
what?
on. But Isaac, you said you were heading to the merry-go-round just to look around because it's right there.
I imagine I was quick stepping over to there,
Yeah.
but yeah, if I would have overheard Evelyn, I'd stop.
So this ride, it's not in, it's in multiple pieces because the
Hmm.
ride's collapsed. A bunch of these wooden horses, they're scattered across the ground. Once again, their eyes have been gouged out, and there's mirrors that are hanging all around the structure from metal poles that used to support the horses.
Hmm.
And then you're notified of some kind of light by Evelyn.
Yeah, what the fuck? It looks like there's a fire over there. Seems like there have been squatters in this park, and I don't know. Maybe they're
Yeah. And with the thought of fire, there's this chill across all of your exposed skin. It's cold in this park.
Yeah.
So what would you two like to do?
Well, I mean, if they're going to start a fire on this property, we should just shoo them off. Gotta, we had a serial killer that killed kids 18 years ago, and it looks like we have a new one in the making, and all these eyes gouged out and everything. You don't happen to have a weapon on you, do you? That camera lens looks awful heavy. Could we use that?
that's expensive. Are you gonna pay for it if it breaks?
Possibly.
I mean, I've got my fists if we need to, if it comes to that.
Okay, good. I'll stand behind you.
Great. I think, if there are people here, we can reasonably ask them to leave.
Firmly but reasonably ask them to leave. Excellent. So you're gonna head over to the bumper cars.
Yeah.
Awesome. So as the one group heads to the bumper cars, we see Ron and John. They're walking towards Mr. Fun's House of Hilarity, which is not so fun nowadays. It's more faded. It's derelict. There's a giant clown face with its mouth wide open as the entrance. It once probably was garishly colored, but now it's just the paint's chipping off and it's been weathered. It's been slammed by the New England weather. So that's what you see. And I'll take a listen roll from both of you.
Not looking good here. So 72. No, it's way over.
Okay.
Nope. 44 over 20. I didn't hear anything.
Ron probably just keeps talking to John so they can't hear a
In
thing.
that case, you two fail to hear a gurgling sound that you can't quite locate. What would you like to do?
Well, the thing is, John, if we pair up with one of those giant toy companies, we get all this clown shit, get it out of here, and move in with all the hot toys the kids like, and brand each ride with a different toy. I'm
Yeah,
telling you, is to get some of those licensed IPs in here. That's what they go for.
I'm sure you could do that.
Now,
That doesn't require a lot of assessment and engineering, does it? Right?
No, we
I
can.
did. Yeah.
Now, what I'm hoping you're going to tell me is that a lot of the core of these rides is still going to work. We just got to put a new face paint on it. We got to put a few exterior moldings on and stuff like that. But now that power, you're thinking that power line is going to come through here?
I'm hoping it's kind of the middle of the park.
Now,
and maybe under the fun house.
If you can find a switch and light this place up, I'm sure that's going to get any of our extra guests around the park to turn tail pretty darn quick. Now, you think it'll be maybe stairs access down from inside, or should we go around back?
Yeah, if you'd like to go in the into the fun house, there might be. This is a large enough building that there realistically might be a power source.
Is there power lines going to it, and are there
As assessment engineer, yes.
Is there like a surface door?
There looks to be, if you're going to be going around the fun house, there is a service door. Most likely that you can enter through.
Now, I don't know about you, Ron, but I would rather not go to a abandoned funhouse. Just a service door.
Okay.
Yeah, business first, fun later. So sounds
All
good.
right.
John.
So you go through the service store only to find it locked.
Looks like the most fun thing we're getting is tetanus.
Now, there might be other solutions here.
I'm gonna try to force the door.
Yeah, you could.
I'm going to try to take it off its hinges with mechanical repair if possible.
I would love that. Since you probably have a screwdriver, I'll give you a bonus die.
Nice.
I need that bonus die.
Now, remind me again, John, how long have you been with the company?
I'm new.
Yes, that's right.
I tend to not stick around in a place.
And then you hear a whisper in your ear. Coward. And only you hear. So roll sand.
He winces, but I did get a 10 on that mechanical repair with the bonus die. Yeah, let me give you a sand.
Excellent.
Is the sand for both or just for poor John?
Oh, it's for poor John. He's losing it.
Yeah, he turns to Ron and says, "What'd you say?"
I said there's lots you can do if you put your mind to it, but stick with the holiday holdings. We got some big projects lined up in the near future. You can already see what a great place this is going to be once we're done with it.
So you
I failed.
You failed. Okay, that's going to be a D4.
Okay.
Because what the context of the words, that's not what that actually scared you.
Just one.
It was the origin. That voice belonged to your son.
Oh.
So you lose sand, and I would say you kind of jerk back a little, maybe bump up against one of the funhouse walls, and you hear a crack.
I'm gonna look to see where the crack came from.
Yeah, you look behind you, and you see yourself in a mirror.
He looks at it with almost.
Can you look yourself in the eyes after what you've done?
Probably not, but he does. He looks at himself. He doesn't avoid it too much, but
your hands are shaking,
almost with disdain.
Okay. Ron, you see this interaction.
No. Son, you okay there? You're looking a little shaken.
Sorry, just jittery.
Now just watch out. I know this place is gaudy as hell, but we don't want to be causing any extra damage to it. We want to just move out some of the broken stuff and things like that, but we don't want to break any of these mirrors yet. Maybe there's something we can do with them.
And you continue to stare into the mirror?
When Vaughn starts talking, I'll probably go back to removing the door, but I still feel like I'm being watched behind me.
Yeah. So you turn around. Maybe something is watching you from that beneath that cold, reflective surface. But that door is now unlocked. And you're gonna enter the fun house. Sounds good. Well, we're gonna go to the other group as they see now that you're a little closer, you see a barrel fire.
If they pass underneath the roller coaster,
Yeah.
Evelyn's gonna keep her eyes on the ground. She's not gonna look up to the struts or anything like that.
Probably
I'm looking
for the
up at the
best.
struts and quick stepping underneath them. As like I feel like this roller coaster is just kind of groaning and swaying at the slightest breeze.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you hit the quick time events.
Mhm.
You get through the struts.
Triangle.
Press X.
Yeah. And like I said, there's a barrel fire going, and you see the silhouette of a man. He's got the type of body that implies that he's like fat strong, the dad bod.
He's Uncle Strong.
That's right. He got that unk strength. He
He
now
can bench 225, but gets winded up a flight of stairs.
absolutely. Now this person is trying to warm themselves by the fire, and with a spot, I can tell you a little more. But let me continue. He's wearing a bomber jacket and a t-shirt. It looks pretty raggedy. He's got maybe a 5 o'clock shadow going. Hair's messy.
Regular success on a spot hidden.
Okay.
Not quite a hard.
Yeah.
Not quite an extreme. I mean, I got a hard, but
Okay. So as you get a little closer, you can see that he's muttering to himself. He's mouthing something. And with the hard, you got a hard, right, Isaac?
No, I got a normal.
Okay.
I got a hard.
You got a hard. So you can see beside him, leaning against the wall, is a metal pipe that's been sharpened at one end.
I'll kind of
Just ominously, it's there.
I'll kind of look back at Isaac. I think he might be dangerous. I don't know if my fist can are good enough for for that. Maybe we leave him to his business for now.
I mean, but then we just don't know if he's wandering around the park anywhere. Maybe it'd be better just to make ourselves known. Just say we're looking around. I'm not terribly inclined to be an asshole just based off of that profile. I don't like getting the shit kicked out of me by squatters. But, maybe he
All right.
has a little bit of insight. Fuck, I don't know.
All right. Evelyn goes ahead and puts her hand up. Hello there.
Okay, so as you announce yourself and you make your presence known, he retracts his hands from being warmed by the fire. He looks up at you, like kind of with these untrusting eyes. A hand immediately goes to the pipe, like just white knuckled. He goes, "Who are you?"
It's all right, big guy. Isaac Fisher, we recently bought the park. We're just surveying.
Did you do this?
No, we
Are
just
you
got
responsible for this?
here. No, sir. We just bought the park. This is our first time here. What's going on? Are you okay?
What's your name?
You're fucked.
Okay. What is your name, sir?
Give me some kind of social role.
Yeah.
Calm him down.
I want to attempt to persuade. Be like, okay, I do well know that I'm fucked. We just bought this place and gonna lose all of our money here. But we're just here to complete a job and check on the place's safety. If you've been here for some time, you may know best. So we're just trying to talk things out. We can stay over here. No need to get tensions raised. And I will spend 8 points of luck to make that a regular success.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna be a bastard. I'm gonna say you need a card. So you're welcome to respond to luck, or you can.
I guess I'll refund the luck then if it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, because this guy, he doesn't look well. He looks very disheveled. So he's not gonna like attack you. He's just gonna be like, "I don't believe you. You're fucked. We're trapped. We're trapped here forever." And he starts waving the pipe around.
Can I
I'm
bring
gonna
like a flask out of my bag and hand it to him?
He looks at you suspiciously.
A peace offering.
He points the pipe downward. Set that down right there. And
All
you,
right.
you money types, you're just like my ex-wife, Tracy.
I
Do I
don't
look
know
like
how
I
much
have
money
money?
you think I have. This is a fucking like Staples clipboard guy. We're just here doing our jobs.
Yeah, that's what Tracy would have said. And he's going to take a step forward and take the flask.
I'm gonna take a step back as he gets closer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He smells like body odor. You get a good whiff of that. And he starts muttering to himself.
Can I try to listen from a distance what he may be saying in the mutter?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I only have base, but might as well. That's a no.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting bits and pieces, which is a great scenario. So you're getting like Tracy says I have a violent temper, and then mutters off. And then he just slams the pipe against the ground. You can see sparks.
Okay, well, at least he seems content to stay over here.
He takes a swig. It dribbles down his cheeks. His dirty.
That's straight vodka.
Yeah, and you can see he's kind of wobbling a little.
Well, I guess we'll leave you to it. We're just gonna be here taking pictures. You can keep an eye on us if you want.
I'd love for you two to make a luck roll. Whoever has lower luck.
I have 40. I think it's me.
I'll be you then.
38.
That make Oh, you're so lucky. The man looks satiated.
Okay. Well, you have a good day, sir. What's your name?
Barry.
All right, Barry. We'll see you later. Tracy didn't appreciate you.
Fuck
what
off.
she had. Okay.
I think Tracy had a point.
Great. And now we're gonna head back with a conflict potentially avoided. We can go to Ron and John as they head into the bowels of Mr. Fun's funhouse. Yeah. Fun
Now,
house
John.
of hilarity.
You know, you've been a good employee so far, and you know what? I almost feel bad keeping you just as a paid employee. You know, you could be a part of this. We could. I've been looking at a way we could maybe break things up and offer some shares. If you had, say, I don't know, maybe about $5,000, we could offer you a pretty good buy-in for this property.
I'll think about it.
Well, I strongly encourage you do. There's just think of the crowds lining up on a Friday night once we get things spick and span and rides running, the lights, the kids laughing, families, and all
Another's
through.
Beth, you'll say it'll be like a public execution.
Well, keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Let's see if we can get that power on.
Right. And Ron, only you can hear this, but I'd love for you to make a sand roll for me.
Ooh.
Because you hear that distinct sound of like cards being shuffled.
Shit. I pass it, but
of chips being just dropped.
Dropped and slid across the table.
Manhandled, yes.
Yeah. One hand to the other. And...
That's right.
those tricks. You know, this might be a funny idea, John, but what if we were to turn this place into a giant casino?
Think that's legal?
It can be with the right permits, but have some rides, bring in the families, but then after the parents drop their kids off, they come and we have some kind of building, and I see a lot of potential here. A lot of potential in you too, but
So you're inside, like right near that service entrance, and you can see there's a door that leads into a hall of mirrors, but then there's another door that leads into the mechanical aspect of the park.
well, shall we?
Yeah, let's turn the lights on. It's getting a bit dark here.
I think once we get the lights on around here, we'll see some of that fog and mist open up, and we'll get a real good look at this place's true potential.
Yes, let's
Right,
see this
yes.
place's true potential. So as you open the doors, right, to the maintenance area, yeah, there's this faint smell of death that lingers in the air. You've discovered dead animals before. It's exactly that smell. But when you look around, there's nothing.
Yeah, and after the office especially was so clean, and that would have been the first place we'd see stuff all over the place. So,
Yeah.
and then again, another clear room, but
This building's next to the like pond on the map, at least.
That's correct.
Is there any water damage I'm seeing?
Just a little. You can see where the rain has slipped through the ceiling and has dripped down. The electronics themselves, they've looked kind of bashed up. Looks like someone taking a baseball bat to them. However, there is a backup generator.
Be careful. I don't want any exposed wires to, you know.
one thing I've learned is, and that's that you let professionals do their business. I'll leave this to you, John.
Yeah, I would like to look at the wiring and see if, like, the mode I turn on this backup generator. I should probably check if I have electrical repair first.
Yeah, I'll take mechanical or electrical.
Okay.
Yeah. Either or.
Yeah, I'll do mechanical. Yeah, I want to make sure this isn't going to like kill one of us the moment I hit a switch.
Or
Okay.
overload or something like that.
All right, that is a regular success.
With a
With
regular success, right? Luckily, there's a little bit of gas in this generator, and everything is configured properly. So you operate the generator, and it stirs to life with a rumble, and the lights all start to turn on in the park, which you notice, Isaac and Evelyn.
I wonder how much copper wiring I could get out of this place.
There are some
Yes.
good prices on copper wiring these days.
How does Barry react to the lights coming on?
Yeah. So he looks at them, squints his eyes, and just gets back to muttering to himself and warming himself by this fire, this barrel fire.
Is there anywhere we can hear
beard
me?
covered in straight vodka.
That's correct.
Yeah, it's all over his face now.
Don't get too close to
Some
the
stains.
barrel fire.
Yeah.
Can we hear like music turning on anywhere or anything like that? Is there any?
That's the horrible thing. There's just nothing.
There's just nothing still. Oh my gosh, creepy. Okay.
There's just nothing.
Just
but if you'd like, you can step outside, or
Yeah.
you can enter into the funhouse proper if you really want to.
What do you say, John? Should we give it a quick spin?
Fine. But you go first.
Let me lead you the way now. You know, it's always just one thing to get you to look one way where something else is going on. It's just a big game in these places. Don't worry. We're behind the scenes. We own this place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're gonna push open the door a little. You can see mirrors of all shapes and sizes, all kinds. Ones that make you big, ones that make you small. And as you walk through, you even find ones that show multiple people in them. So roll sand
Okay.
as you see these humanoid shapes. Impossible. Well, maybe it's a trick of the light. Maybe it's not. They're gray and spongy, and they move like their joints are all broken. So for seeing this, I'd love for you to roll 0/1d6. You
Okay,
see
so
these shapes inside the mirrors.
I luckily passed, and I'm not sure. I
Oh,
think I
well,
have
it's some kind of goofy trick, right?
yeah. It's a misdirection. It's constantly shapes and tricks.
I only lost 2, but
Okay.
I think Ron would probably just hit a point where like John's not behind him anymore, and John's gonna make his way back the way he came.
He's like, fuck this.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to make my way back to like the service exit and leave that way.
Okay. Do you stare deeper into these mirrors?
Oh
Ron?
yeah.
Yeah?
And
All right.
yeah, in his head he's envisioning everything the park could be, and he's even thinking there's of some kind of fireworks display over the park and crowds of people going in and out, money changing hands, and then he starts fixating on the money and the way, and there's only one thing to do with money to make more money.
Yeah.
And
So
that's
as you
table.
look deeper into the mirror, you can see this shape almost coming up behind your reflection.
Not John.
Not John.
Oh shit.
I feel like that's another sad roll.
Yep, absolutely, yeah. And at that point he panics.
It starts to
Still
press itself up against the mirror.
Oh my gosh, I have a sanity of 80, so I rolled a 56, so I'm
That's
hanging
okay.
in there, but he's freaked out for
You
sure.
still lose one.
Okay, he's
And as it presses itself against the mirror, there's just a faint crack. What do you do now?
well, maybe
It
maybe
starts
some
the
more
spider web.
he's talking out loud to himself. Maybe some more extensive investigation is needed before we get too deep into these rides. And I'll start to back out towards the door and just kind of try to turn and find his way back out of the place.
Okay. It seems like you've been turned all around. Do you have a navigate?
Oh yeah. This I could have sworn the door was just over here. I'll roll navigate. I have a 10. I have base
Okay.
42. Nothing. It's and
You turn
he's
around,
about to go and
John
slam
is
into a mirror.
gone. Yeah, I would say you slam into a mirror and it cracks.
Shit. That's the very thing I was telling John not to do. John, can you hear
And
me?
these shapes start to gather at the cracked mirror. John, you are outside and you start to hear Ron scream for you. Let's go to the other group. As the lights, they've all come on in this fun amusement park.
Continually taking pictures. I think I'm going to just to have as a reference. If Barry looks away, I'm gonna take his picture.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah.
I'm gonna reverse Google image search him.
That's great. I love
Make sure you
that.
zoom in real close.
Okay. Why don't you give me a photography?
Okay. How does 95 sound?
95 sounds wonderful. Okay.
Great.
So you take a picture, right? And it turns out you still had the flash on.
I sure did.
You're like, oh geez. Ooh.
Time to go.
He picks up the pipe and he starts walking towards you.
Shit. Fuck.
What do you do?
We gotta run.
We're just taking pictures of the property. We're
Are
just
you running? What are you both doing?
backpedaling very quickly and saying, nope, we're just taking pictures of the property, leaving you alone. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Just need a picture of the bumper cars. Okay.
Are you just
thanks,
straight
bye.
up running? Okay,
Yes.
if you're straight up
If
running,
he starts if he starts charging, then I'm gonna.
Oh, he's
turn and
running
run.
after you.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a Constitution roll, because this is like a chase.
Oh,
We
gosh.
love chases.
Oh no.
Good thing it's not Delta Green, but 88 fail.
88 failed. Okay, so that's -1 to your movement.
67 fail.
All right, -1 to your movement. I have your movements. What are your movements again? Should be on the bottom right.
Yeah, move a 7.
Oh,
7
geez.
also.
All right, so that means you both have 6. Okay. Well, I rolled a crit. Extreme. So yeah, he's faster than he looks. Yeah. So
Sorry.
he straight up like catches you. He looks furious. And this is what you see. All right. Fucking hell. Oh, okay. This is what you see, Isaac, as you turn back around. He's gaining on Evelyn. And what happens is you see him just put his hand on her shoulder, and then he just shoves the sharpened pipe through her throat. And she falls to the ground. Make a
Jesus
sand roll.
Christ! Yep. 43, but I'm gonna I should fail that.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a D6.
Okay.
If you failed.
I did not fail, but can I do a D4 on a success then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just screams out, "You deserve that, Tracy!"
Uh,
And he just yanks the pipe out and starts smashing the floor. And he begins to stomp off
I'm.
as you're cowering.
Am I cowering?
Maybe.
So I lose 2 sand, but if he's just going to be kind of like stomping around on her, I'm going to charge him and try and fight, wrestle the pipe away. Don't give a shit.
Yeah. Great.
Okay.
Give me whatever, brawl.
Okay. My fighting brawl is weirdly good.
Nice.
That is that's a hard success, or I can make it an extreme if necessary.
Yeah, it's a hard. It's fine. He failed.
Okay.
So you're gonna try and like disarm him. You can
I think
even
so.
render him incapable of action.
Yeah, I want to basically football charge into him, knocking him off balance and grabbing the pipe from his hand. Next one, I'm going to stab him with the fucking sharpened pipe.
Okay, great. So yeah, you knock him to the ground and you've secured the pipe. You're straddling him. He's kind of just like he's looking at you, like just with an intense look, and he's gonna try and fight back. Ooh, you failed. So don't even bother.
Okay.
So
Then-
it's your turn again. If you want, you can put the pipe down.
Down thrust. You motherfucker! And that is another hard success.
Okay. You stab him in the head, and he dies there. You have a bloody pipe in your hands.
I'm going to roll a little bit of sanity for this again, too.
I would love that. Yeah.
And goddamn, I'm just keeping
0
everything
/ D4.
stable.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take 1 on a success
Go
for
for it.
that, too, because this is... pipe is going to clatter to the ground. Evelyn! Fuck! Jesus Christ! Go over.
And you turn over to Evelyn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Evelyn is kind of bleeding from the throat, but you're expecting blood, but you're not seeing any. As a matter of fact, she's okay. She opens her eyes.
What the fuck? I just saw you get stabbed.
So you can roll sand, Evelyn.
Okay. Oh yeah, fail.
Okay, that's definitely a D8 for being killed.
I was gonna say, did I get stabbed?
Maybe you can feel a little soreness, but that's about it.
That's 5.
Okay. All right. Roll intelligence for Bout of Madness.
Intelligence. Success. Just
Okay.
regular.
Success. Okay, great. Roll for Bout of Madness. Roll D8.
3.
Hey. Let's see. Bouts of Madness.
Totally understand what just happened to you.
You died. You are comprehending that, and what that means is, let's say you're not reacting nicely to that. So this 3 is red mist. So maybe you're just like pounding at Isaac's chest. Obviously not doing damage,
Yeah.
but he's like, yo.
Calm
I
down,
think-
calm down. It's. So are you? I mean, you're fucking alive. You must say, Jesus Christ, stop it! And like try to grab her wrist as she's hitting.
And then you calm down. Yeah. But your heart's
the
just
fuck?
beating.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What?
I don't fucking know. I thought he just killed your ass.
He did. I died.
Welcome back.
And then you just hear, "You're fucked!" as Barry gets up from the ground and he starts to mumble and mutter.
I'm gonna scramble back for the pipe then. If he's not staying dead, I'll pin him ass to the wall.
Okay.
What is
Yeah.
Barry doing?
Oh, he's trying to get up.
What the fuck did you do? What the fuck is happening here?
Fuck! We're trapped forever!
You killed me.
Doesn't matter. Death means nothing. I've killed myself hundreds of times.
Really? Try
Why?
again. Walk into that fucking lake. Kiss my ass. What the hell do you think you're doing here?
Fuck you, Tracy!
Jesus Christ, it's Isaac, you dumb shit. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sick and tired of talking to your insane ass, killing my friends, and then and just like hands on my head scream. You hear
Give me an
echoing
intimidate
across
with
the
a
park.
bonus die.
Oh fuck. Hell yeah. That's a hard success.
All right, so you tell him to leave, and he grumbles to himself, but he begins to shuffle away.
Do I have blood on my hands? On my clothes?
Yeah,
I have blood on
yeah, but there's no wound.
my camera.
Your camera's still there.
Is it
It's
Also
maybe
bloody?
it's been banged up
okay?
as you hit the ground, as your corpse hit the ground, actually.
What the fuck? Do you know if fumes? There's fumes, natural gas coming up. We're hallucinating, right? That's got to be, we're just all hallucinating.
It's an open air.
Yeah, and you've seen like whole malls have been closed down from radon leaks and shit underneath that maybe just, where are the others?
They
And
turn the
then-
power back on.
Perfect place to cut back as you as Ron starts screaming from within the hall of mirrors.
Bang. He's banging on the top of the one that he cracked. John,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
you can see these shapes. They're gathering at the cracked mirror, and it seems like their fingers are trying to reach through where the crack is as it spider webs. John, you're in the maintenance room or in that hallway. Exit's right there, or you can go back in because Ron sounds terrified.
He is my paycheck and kind of the whole reason I'm here. But also, I don't want to go in.
And you just hear a voice in your ear that says, "Coward."
Do it.
It's your son's voice. The lights start to flicker.
He's gonna stand there, like conflicted for a few minutes. He'll probably hear Ron yell a couple more times, and then he's going
Maybe
to
you're
go.
hyperventilating. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
gonna go in to find Ron.
Call or
But-
say something. I'm turning
Okay.
around. I can't find my way out of here.
Ron, where are you?
And you can hear the sound of his voice. So I'm gonna allow you a navigate roll with a bonus die.
Okay.
I succeeded the first one, but I don't see how the bonus die is.
I
Okay.
rolled a 25, which is a fail.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Is it for either of us?
Either or, yeah.
I got
Because you're
10 under
both making
35,
sound.
so hard.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna use luck. Well, if he made it, I guess maybe I'll hang on to the luck.
Yeah, I would say as you are following John's voice, because he's trying to lead you out, that mirror behind you explodes outward. You can see these shapes piling out, and they start to maybe just like twitch towards you. So I'd love for you to make me a dodge roll
Ooh, a dodge. Oh yeah.
or fight back, up to you. But it
No.
appears that this shape, which is making impossible movements, it's gonna try and grab you and hold on.
Right now he's gonna go for dodge. There's no way I could fight this. He's terrified. And it is a fail. It's
Okay.
he maybe stops in his tracks staring at it.
All right, well, it rolled a 78, so it failed as well, but it's still on your ass.
All right, I'm gonna try to go towards John's voice.
All right, give
Yeah.
me a con to like run.
Okay.
Hearing that John,
Triple zero.
Oh, okay. So in that case,
Those
yeah,
cigarettes.
Probably hit another mirror.
yeah, you hit another mirror. Yeah, as you trip and your head connects to it. Take 1 damage.
Okay.
On top of that, as blood, you can see your reflection, just blood coming down from the top of your skull. And then from that spider web, that crack, another
I'm making it
figure
worse.
appears. And it starts to pound from the inside. All right, well, at this point, the one that has been chasing you, that's not in the mirror, it's getting to you, and it's going to try and grab you.
Okay.
John, you turn the corner and you see this. See this?
Gangly, and there's oh god, yeah, I'm gonna try to dodge again.
Yeah, we're going to go into combat order proper. So, yeah, you can try to dodge as it's going to try and grab you.
He's actually surprisingly light on his feet. As I guess maybe that's not surprising, just given Ron as a package altogether. But his dodge, however, does fail.
Okay, that is not too good. So I'm gonna say that as you are trying to crawl away on your fucking elbows and your forearms, it grabs onto your legs. It starts to drag you back.
It's got me, John.
John, what are you doing about this? It is your turn.
I'm gonna do Sandy roll.
Yeah. Okay. This is quite nightmarish.
Yeah, that is a fail.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a D6. This is quite horrible, actually.
that's a 6.
All right, give me an intelligence roll.
And my intelligence is 80, so here we go. Yep, that is a success.
Nice. Okay, with a success, roll a D10 or a D8. I don't like the phobias.
Yeah, okay. I got a 6 on the D10, so that's not 9 or 10. I'll just keep that probably. Yeah,
Okay. So what was the number?
a 6.
So 6 is faint.
No.
Yeah, he just freezes and starts just like just gets light on his feet and just falls over.
Okay. Yeah. Great. So it's got you by the legs. John, he just faints in front of you as he turns the corner and sees this. Why don't you
Combat.
give me an opposed power roll?
Yeah, sounds good.
As you feel the hands, they work their way up. You can feel them on your back, going to the back of your head.
Oh God, I my hands are going across the floor. I'm looking
But
for a piece of glass I can grab, but
they're firm, but they're gentle.
they're oh. My power is really good. I got a 30 out of 80, so I have a hard.
That's
for
good
sure.
shit. Let's see their power roll. All right. You can feel their fingers. They work their way and they kind of go through that
Oh, no.
threshold of your skull.
I had a feeling we were going there.
Yeah. And then, but you with your just sheer willpower, you try to just like get that alien thought,
Yeah.
which isn't quite
Really?
alien. You see you're assailed by these thoughts, maybe other people's thoughts. And you just hear this whispering that builds up into a chorus and an absolute cacophony of like, I'm sorry, I didn't hurt her, I'm sorry. At least that's what this one is saying, and you push it off. So you are no longer in a grab. What are you doing?
He's gonna scramble to his feet and bolt for where John came from.
Okay, you can see John there. Are you gonna hop over his body and get out, or are you going to?
I'm gonna hop over his body, and I have half a thought to grab him, but then is like, oh, I'm sorry, John, but some hands are better to fold.
All right,
And that he's up.
All right, sounds great. Why don't you give me a sand roll for that?
Oh
Maybe,
yeah,
0/1. You or him.
failed 91.
Okay, just one. And you rush out and you step into the fog.
Oh God, what is this place?
Great.
Isaac,
Yeah, you just start calling around. You start looking around now that this place is lit up. You can see that now that you're on the outside, towards area 14 across the water, you can see someone hanging from the neck on one of these aeroplane rides.
Ron squints his eyes and kind of leads forward. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. And John, you open your eyes and you feel different when you come to. But let's head back to Isaac and Evelyn.
I feel like we would have been sort of backpedaling, going to look for Ron and John.
Yeah, and you hear him screaming now.
Yeah, we hear the screaming. So quick stepping. So maybe as Ron stumbles out of the fun house and he's like looking at the body, the shape that's across the lake, there's that movie moment where a hand like pops on his shoulder. Hey, Ron, what's going on? Where's John?
John, he's inside. He saved me from those things. There's something in the mirrors.
Those things, are there more bums in there? We got fucking
Is
assaulted.
Is that what they were? I heard them mumbling as they're trying to grab me. They're sticking their hand in my head.
In your head.
It's like I could feel it on my back, and John rushed in, and I was able to get away, but they piled onto him. They grabbed him. I don't know if we can save him.
We got to get out of here.
I'm inclined to agree, but do we just leave the assessment engineer behind? Like, I mean, people know he's with us. We can't just leave. We're going to get sued again. I can't take the fall again, Ron.
Okay. Well,
we just stick together.
We go in. Well, I got lost in there. There's mirrors all over the place. We'll never find our way out, but we got to do it carefully. Maybe we hang on to hands and make a chain and reach into it.
And at this point, John exits the funhouse.
John, how you doing, big guy?
Your head hurts.
I just, I don't know.
Okay, that's great. You shell shocked. This is fine. Ron, can you like hand on his
Yeah.
back. We're going. We're leaving.
I think
now.
it's best we leave. I was thinking that maybe this place would make a big, great parking lot. We could just level it all and pour some concrete over it. And
I'm inclined to agree, as long as we get the fuck out of here now.
Yeah.
okay, well, yeah, get back to the vehicle. Come on, John. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ! You got blood all over you both.
Yeah, I
Long story.
died.
See, this is what happens when I don't run away.
John,
We're running
your
now.
head is pulsing, and you think you've hurt someone that you're not sure if your memories are your own. You've hurt someone named Sue. You remember being interviewed by the police.
He's just confused.
Come on, I'll help you, John. We got to get ourselves to the front entrance and get out of here. We'll.
Yeah, and this fog, despite the lights on, is very oppressive.
I imagine the fog feels like it's gotten thicker. So now we just only see these little tiny beacons of light kind of floating out
Absolutely.
of this gray. Okay, listen, so this is the fun house. Goddamn, I gotta use my phone to look at the map. So fun house door that way. We
Yep.
just straight. All we gotta do
It's
is
just
go straight
straight.
ahead. We should
Yeah.
pass the fucked up merry-go-round thing, right? Yeah.
Okay.
You don't seem to have any physical problems I can see, Evelyn. Now, when you say you were killed, no, I don't think we need to get any legal causes involved here. It looks to me like you're doing okay now.
I'm not going to report anything.
And we're
Are you worried
very
about your
grateful
company?
for that.
Is that what you're worried about right now?
Evelyn, as you're
Well-
just getting really stressed out in this situation and you're talking about, it's about your company, just like right behind you, you hear a car crash. General.
Yeah. Yeah, I succeed. It's a 2.
Okay. Just one.
Okay. I think
It makes you
she'll sort of
cringe. Yeah.
like cover her head and sort of duck down. And,
Come on now, no, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Let's get
we
back
have
to
to
the
go.
vehicle.
We have to go.
Yes.
Yeah. So as you start speed walking or running even to the entrance, right? The fog is oppressive, and all of a sudden you're at the funhouse again in the central square.
What? No. We just went straight.
We just
Oh,
Did the loop around? We didn't pass the office. I didn't see the office.
I think we need the drone.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll like start fumbling with the drone case.
Okay. Yeah. You open it up.
And
It powers on.
what's my? There isn't a drone skill now. That isn't.
I'll
But
just
yeah.
take electronics or
Is it-
electrical engineering.
Yeah, I have engineering. Does that work?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll start turning it on. And it's like he's fumbling with like the remote and stuff, and like looking at the screen and kind of just stares at it for a moment. But he'll get it powered on and fly it up. And you need me to find a way out.
Yeah, get us back to the car lot. We're gonna make a straight trip if we can and get right out of here.
Yeah. So as you just like head straight, right? Eventually, with the drone, as it cuts through the fog, and you're looking at this tiny digital screen, it gets to the perimeter of what you think is the amusement park, and the struts they're latticed, so it's almost like a weave. Once again, no matter how high up you go with the drone, you still can't see the top of the roller coaster where the rails are. However, the drone is small enough to fit through these little cracks that this lattice is made.
I think the camera's glitchy or something. Might be the weather, but I'll try to fit it through the lattice cracks.
Okay, great. I'd require one more roll because this is quite a precise maneuver.
That's a 41, which I believe is a success. Yes, just a regular.
Okay. Yeah. On the other side of lattice, make a sand roll.
Oh no.
2, so actually good this time.
Okay, great. It's just one, as it's just complete blackness, an abyss, and then these eyes they start to open up one by one, and a force just takes the drone.
I lost it.
What do you mean
you lost it? Did you crash it?
No, I was it in the air unless there's just nothing out there.
If you got outside the grounds, I'm sure we can pick it up on our way out and dust it off.
No, I don't think we're on the grounds anymore. It's just nothing out there.
Can't be
Look-
nothing. There's got all those vehicles we saw on the way in.
Is there's just a little bit of there's a sound that everyone can hear around them
Yep.
as this pen. Listen, Ron, I'm pretty sure our engineer friend here may have hit his head in the fun house, so we should just attempt to keep going just straight in a line. We're clearly scared and disoriented.
Even if we get to the outside perimeter, we can just follow it along till we find the gates. It makes sense to me.
Right.
Yeah. So, on a hopeful note, you're like, yeah, we can try and find the perimeter and get out. But once again, you're still outside of the funhouse. You could see from here a hanging dead body at number 14, where the swing seats are.
Maybe we go the other direction and try and get to the other end of the park just to see.
The other
Or
side
turn
of
around.
from 14 is where the fire barrel was with Barry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Number 6.
But
So
if we go all the way to the end, maybe there's like a hole in the fence or something.
That makes kind of a logic. Well, yeah.
Yeah. You can give me a navigate nowadays to get to a perimeter without being turned around in the fog.
Yeah, I can try to. Nope, that's a fail.
Any of us?
Hey. Yeah, anyone can do this.
a group of us bickering over a map? There's no way
Yeah.
this could go wrong.
No.
Oh no. What the heck?
Yeah, so
Why
you
didn't they put a fucking
yeah.
compass on these things? Goddamn amusement park maps.
Maybe instead of the perimeter, maybe we just need to see if we can find our way to another ride, another attraction. And from there, we can take the next step.
Yeah, you swear this has been like what do you call it? This is like probably the 5th time you've seen that weird merry-go-round that's been replaced with yours. So you've been just
And speaking of which, I'm very glad you mentioned that. If this merry-go-round has collapsed,
yeah.
I am still very worried about encountering Barry again. So, if
Could
I
be.
may, I would like to get some of the poles that were holding the animals up and like taking those out to use as a weapon.
That's great.
Maybe
So
with a chunk of horse
the
still on.
pole, the horses themselves, they're scattered all around the merry-go-round itself. However, the poles right now, they've got mirrors attached to them.
Oh,
I'm gonna try to grab it and
Isaac, maybe we
Price
should
it
just
all.
leave that be. We're not looking for any fights. If we run into your boogeyman, we'll make a run for it.
You may not be looking for any fights, but it came looking for us. Believe me.
I don't trust. And he realizes the ludicrousness of saying anything with a reflective surface, because we're literally surrounded by reflective surfaces in all directions. But they came out of the mirrors in that place, man.
Maybe we
right.
just set it on fire.
Hell yeah.
Burn it all.
How are you gonna do
Burn
that?
it all to the ground.
There's a barrel fire.
I mean, now there's
true.
more of us if we want to go charge Barry again.
Now,
Well, I mean, if we just get a torch going, that barrel fire.
now, I'm not completely against that, but if you find folks would give me a chance to just make a few calls and just make sure certain insurance papers are in order.
Why don't we just call someone? You know,
Yeah, you still have reception.
can someone else call? I don't have a lot of people to call.
Yeah, we probably have a person back at the office, maybe a secretary or a office manager we could call. Do I know of anyone at Holiday Holdings that would be working today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Name someone that you trust.
Let's.
Tracy.
Yeah,
Tracy. Great.
Tracy in accounting. Yeah, that's our accounts receivable person. She's
Okay, so you called the number, right?
yeah. Where'd my phone go?
And it picks up, and you hear, this is New Hampshire State Prison for men.
Hell.
This is a call from Andrew Carlisle.
Andy, fuck, what you. And Ron can't disguise his panic look immediately to Isaac.
Yeah, give me a sanity roll, please.
Pass, but it's a close one. 45.
Okay, just one.
It's not that close. Just one.
Death by inches.
Yes, the attrition game.
And you hear Andrew's voice, the person you wrongfully put in prison to cover your own ass. And he says,
No. How
"You
are
did
doing, Andy?"
this."
No,
and you hear that
I-
static flare up in the background.
Ron's doing his best to fast talk it, but he's too shaken to really put on the charm like normal. He's like, no, how are you doing, Andy? We're so sorry. You know what? We got a place for you when you get out of there.
You deserve everything that's happening to you, you coward.
Oh, come on now, Andy. It wasn't that bad.
And then he starts to berate you for your addiction.
Come now, a couple of games of cards here and there. So
And,
maybe I
once
defaulted
again, that
on a
static
few.
flares in your ear and it almost fills up your head. And you can hear that venom, that vitriol.
Andy, if you can't talk in a civil manner, I don't know what else I can do for you. We've tried our
You
best.
get hung up on.
Well, I must have the number scrambled in my phone or something. That was definitely not who I was trying to phone.
Yeah. Can you call someone else?
Yeah, here, and yeah, he'll put in a call there. We have another worker Dennis, who will kind of similar role to John. He'll do the odd contract job with us
Dennis?
or something like
Okay.
that. Yeah, Dennis, and yeah, I'm gonna give Dennis a shout here. It's ringing.
Okay, great. It's actually your aunt, Edna, and she says to you, and you can hear that static in the back of your phone. It's like, how could you? You stole from us. You stole from the family.
Stole's a strong word. Yeah, Boomer Prod.
Are you ashamed of yourself? Do you have any shed of human decency in you?
No, come on. I'm sorry. I know things didn't always turn out the way we'd hope, but
Roll sanity again.
yeah.
And because she berates
Fail
you
this
for
time.
having an addiction.
Oh no! And I totally failed. I had 93 on the
Okay,
second.
that's a D4.
Oh, where's the D4? Here's one. 2.
Everything's gonna come to light.
Oh, now Edna, you say that, but that's I don't think you need the light. The light sometimes is there to illuminate the good we can do and the positive outcomes of
She hangs
our
up
choice.
on you.
Maybe it'd be better if someone else called. My phone must have got scrambled in that house of mirrors.
Sure. Yeah. I have a feeling I know what to expect at this point.
You don't ever talk to Andy at all, do you, Isaac?
I do. I never told you before, but yeah, I do. Because what we did wasn't fucking right. He's got a kid that's not going to have a dad for early years of its life.
But
Try and check in on the family. Try and do things right.
that's real good of you. But these days, he's okay, right? I mean, he's just putting his time, and then he'll be out, and he'll be free and back to the family, and we'll set him up good. It'll be okay, right?
Would you be okay? If I lied and put you in the slammer instead? No, he's not doing fucking okay, man.
Well, what else could have happened?
What else could have happened is you could have taken his place. But you
And then
backed
what?
me, and I couldn't live with that.
Well, Andy just couldn't make a deal. We the whole company would go under if that was the case. And then you got employees.
It's always someone else's problem, isn't it, Ron?
Well, he did make some poor calls during that downtown job.
Sure. Calls that you approved.
Well, I guess so, but
You know, Ron, my granddad had an expression. If everyone around you is an asshole, then you might be the asshole. Just something to think about. Okay, bud? I worry about you. And now I think we're stuck in some kind of fucking hell.
yeah. You seem to be right on that count, though. Maybe this is a chance for us to look at these kind of things, look at these things that have gone wrong, and maybe we can get out of here when we resolve to fix the problems in our lives, right?
Mid-sentence, I turn around and start walking in the fog towards the body that's hanging
Okay.
in the eaves. It's the only thing that's constant, and I'm just letting Ron keep spinning those wheels.
Okay. Great. So as you walk towards the swinging seats, you can see where the form of a young woman is hanging by the neck by one of the chains. Her legs twitch weakly as you get closer.
Is it... Go ahead.
Do you think she's really there?
Does anyone have I was gonna say first name, but like Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give this to you. She looks like she's still alive.
Yeah. No, for sure. That's
So roll sad.
based on our encounter with Barry. I sort of expected that she was still alive.
Some kind of half-life that everyone's stuck in.
Yeah, 35. So success on that.
Success,
Great.
luckily, here too.
Failure for me.
Okay, on a success, it's 1. On a failure, it's D4 plus 1. Because that's it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. From where the other benches are, how difficult would it be to try and untie her? I feel like I would
Yeah,
need to
you
climb
could
up.
definitely do that. It looks like she stood on top of a trash can in order to do this deed. But there's still the controls of the ride, and if you want to do that way, otherwise you can stack stuff up and try and somehow cut the chain.
I feel like the intrusive thought of turning the ride on to spin and slingshot her off crosses the mind for a second. I'm like, no, that's fucked up. Maybe no. And so I try to stack some things up and undo the chain around her neck,
Okay.
even though she's gonna hate me for it.
Ron will be
Yeah.
right beside Isaac, and I hear what you're saying, Isaac. Let me give you a boost up.
Thanks, pal.
What a good friend. So
John.
you boost them out. John's kind of looking kind of bug-eyed at this situation because he's just imagining how horrible this is. How long has this woman been here? So as you get up, you can hear that gurgling sound, Isaac, as you get closer to it, the body, and you undo the chain, and the body collapses to the ground, falling down maybe 7 feet. Her throat is shaped in a weird angle. Looks like something was crushed.
Is there any way I could go? I have base first aid, but I'm still inclined to try it. I think Isaac's going through a sort of self-attempted penance with everything, because
Yeah.
it seems like it's just kind of fate coming around on us. So trying to do what good I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can no, actually I'm not gonna have you roll. Her larynx is crushed, and she's slipping in and out of delirium. This woman with curly hair.
Hey, wake up!
John, roll D10.
All right. That's a 5.
5. Okay, yeah, with a 5, that is going to be. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. So you're not seeing whatever woman was up there. Instead, you're seeing your ex-partner. So that's yeah, that happened. So you're seeing her on the ground, kind of being coaxed awake by Isaac. How do you react to that? You
He,
know your ex-partner's dead.
yeah. He freezes, and he's probably going to run away again.
Like you always do. A voice whispers. And you
What
run
the
off
fuck
into the
happened
fog.
to him?
But yeah, you can give me a persuade or some kind of social roll to maybe coax her out of this delirium.
Sure. Yeah, turn around.
Is anyone following John?
Yeah, I
No.
think Evelyn's sort of looking and she's saying, you can't help everyone. You just can't. Sometimes you just have to walk away and let people make their choices. And she's going to she's sort of holding herself, and she's not running, but she's definitely just walking away, following.
Towards John? Yeah, okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good. Meanwhile, Ron and Isaac
Yeah.
see the result of that roll.
That is a 37 under 40, so a success on the persuade.
Okay. Yeah, so kind of flutters her eyes, looks up at you. It seems clearer now, and she tries to talk. There's this horrible gurgle, but she sits up.
Well, sister.
It's all right. It's all right. Listen, can you type on my phone here? Just like type in a message. You got a little kind of action going on up there.
Tell us what you can. I know an accident lawyer, and we can find someone to press charges against for.
It looks like she's getting a migraine from hearing your voice. But she takes your phone, Isaac, and she types in her name, which is Sophia Ali, and she says, "Been here for a month."
Yeah, we just got here. You know someone named Barry? Kind of a fucking asshole.
She types psycho.
That's the one. And so, yeah, I'm guessing, we can't die here either, right? I don't know how long you were up there, but I watched my friend get stabbed through the throat by yours truly, and she got back up. Do you know what's happening here? What's going on? Why?
She
Sorry,
writes, the woman
woman.
in charge.
Who's that? Tracy?
Anna Matthews, maybe.
She says, maybe. I think. And then she types that again, Ina Matthews. And that's when we're going to tastefully cut as John, as you stumble through the fog, you hear the click clack of high heels, and there's a silhouette in front of you that is slowly approaching you.
He's gonna stop and freeze. He definitely doesn't want to go back. And now I think he's convinced this is hell because his wife made it here.
Yeah, and the click clacks of the heels, they belong to a tall, angular woman wearing a blazer, and her she looks kind of disheveled. Her clothes maybe a little tattered. She got blonde hair, piercing green eyes. And she says, "Hello, welcome to Funland."
Let me guess, you're dead too.
No, not at all. I think I'm in quite a unique position to help people come to terms with their realities, their truths. You seem very disturbed, very, very disturbed. I can make it all go away.
But just kind of in shock. But it's like, you can.
Yes, I can. You've been living a lie. Most people have. If you just shed the lies, you can leave them here forever and be cured. Set them free. But only if you're willing to take that first step.
How do I shed the lies when even the truth hurts? I lie to myself by running away, and then I go back and it's even worse.
Well, the magic here, it's quite something else. You can live your life completely free without pain. Don't you want that?
I stop running away.
Yeah.
I want to look around me. It's like, is there any other way out of here?
No. And she smiles.
Will it be better if
Of course. I guarantee it. It's worked for so many people.
did you do it?
I'm in a unique position where I can't obtain that, but I can lead others to it.
Where the people it worked for?
Oh, they're out and about, and they send people here like you to me to be fixed, to be healed.
Huh. I think I would like that.
Okay, then follow me. And she starts to walk to the funhouse. Evelyn, you see this in the distance.
I see John leaving with
A
woman.
strange woman, yes.
I will follow from a discreet distance.
Okay. You see the two enter the funhouse into the mouth of the clown.
I would like to also take pictures.
You make sure to turn the flash off. You've learned your lesson.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they go into the fun house, I think I'll try and go back to the others
Okay.
and maybe see if we can see what Ina Matthews looks like and if this person is her.
Yeah, you if you go back, you're definitely going to have that information. So, you have that cell service, you've seen a picture of her in some of the research, and maybe in some of the offices there might be her picture. So yeah, this is definitely Ina Matthews as you return to Isaac and Ron. Um, but right now they're trying to comfort
Yeah.
the
I got
the
a I
woman,
got a I got a theory, Isaac. You
the
know,
Ali.
you Evelyn said that she was killed already, right?
I watched it happen. Yeah.
And I didn't see any wounding on her neck at all. You don't think we could help Sophie with a quick? She's gonna be.
Maybe that was kind of my thought.
Uh, her eyes kind of go wide.
We don't have to. It just that looks uncomfortable to say the least.
She thinks to herself for a moment.
I mean,
Roll
if
luck.
it
Luck?
Yeah, whoever has the lowest.
45 here.
That's you.
Okay, not a chance. 93.
Okay.
We have-
Okay, in that case, she types, "I can't go through that."
Okay, that's fine. I mean, listen, do you want to come with us? Do you want to try? I gesture to the chain that's now just dangling limply. Something else?
Um, she types, "The woman. She always goes to the tunnel of love."
I pull out the map on my clipboard. Okay, so this one here, the
Top corner.
up at the north of the map.
Yeah,
Now, Sophie, this predicament we found you in, did you do that to yourself, trying to get out of here, or was that something that Ida did?
she nods.
So that she did it herself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll arrive at this point and say, John's gone. He went with a woman to the fun house.
Back to the funhouse?
I don't know why. I think it's Ina Matthews. I'll show them the pictures of him going into the fun house.
Jesus Christ, what she's doing here? That was 18 years ago.
How does Sophia react to seeing the pictures? Does she like? Is this her? Is this the woman you're
She
talking
nods, and if she has your phone,
Yeah.
then she'll say, I don't trust her.
about? Okay.
She's
well,
hiding something."
Anyone that wears heels in this fucked up place is hiding something. Believe me, that's suspicious as hell.
And then we'll cut to that's a pair of heels crunching some broken glass as they've entered the Hall of Mirrors. Both Ina and John.
John is like fighting the urge to run, but also he's seeing this as the way to run out of here. This is kind of his escape from
Yeah.
this hell because, you know.
You are so close, my friend, to being healed. All you have to do is look into one of these mirrors, press your hands against them, and
I
just think of all that's hurt you, and it'll all go away.
know what's in those mirrors.
That's just the evil leaving you. The lies that you tell yourself that hurt.
Why was it
Just let it go.
grabbing Rod?
Well, we like to keep them in for a reason. Sometimes accidents happen, and to be honest with you, it might have been your friend's fault.
I mean, he did lead us all here. But you say that's a good thing.
All you have to do is take the step. And she gestures towards the mirror.
and this is my way out of here, right?
Yes, of course.
I'm not going to end up as one of those things.
No,
Can I do a psychology roll?
of course.
I don't trust her. I don't think that's a success. No, that's not a success.
Okay. It looks like she's genuinely trying to help you.
I'm gonna look at the mirror.
Okay.
Am I like short or fat, or
You
is it just
are
me?
as you are. This mirror, it's your mirror. It was made for you. If you'd like, and she just gestures for you to put your hands on the mirror.
I'm gonna like watch her through the mirror as I put my hands on it.
Right. She's not gonna like attack you or anything. She's
Is-
with her soothing voice. She says, "Just think of that hurt and let it go." Do you do that?
I'm gonna ask her, who's Sue?
I know not. That might be another person's bad memories.
Yeah, now I'm gonna think of, you know, I'm gonna think of how like I left my wife the moment I found out she was having a kid, and then she killed herself, and then I'm thinking about my kid who I just abandoned, and now he's who knows where.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna think of all those things and how I keep running away from them.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and make me a sand roll as at the edges of your fingertips, on the other side of this cold surface, of swirling gray mist begins to form.
I somehow passed it.
Okay, that's a d6.
Okay. I think I only have. Oh, that's for less sanity.
Okay, that's fine. Um, also lose 2d10 power.
Only 6 power.
Okay, and then last but not least, roll a d4.
That's a 1.
Okay, great. Yeah. So this happens as that gray swirling mist forms. It becomes a gray mass resembling you on the other side. And as this forms, you can see that you're losing these memories of this trauma, which is traumatic in itself. Um, Even you can't remember the bad times you have associated with your ex and your child, and it all goes away. And even though, but you have this feeling that you'll never be complete ever again, as you think a part of you is behind that mirror. But for all intents and purposes, you're cured. You no longer feel that guilt that you have. You feel like a new man. And maybe you smile, just like a cracked and broken smile, and you see yourself in the mirror for the first time. You're a new man. And Ina says, "See, wasn't that so bad?"
Not really, no. Thank you, Ina.
You're welcome.
Do I know her name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she introduces herself, yeah. And you to her, "You're welcome, John."
You said my friends are also going through something. Well, the people I'm working with, I wouldn't call them friends exactly. One did leave me in a fun house.
That sounds incredibly bad.
Do you think they need help too?
I
mean,
think so. I
that's
mean,
why
if you
they're
can
here.
convince them to become better versions of themselves, I would love that. Or you can help by getting other people to come to Funland and to become the best versions of themselves. You're free to go.
There's like this moment of like, you know, he's just kind of like happy to leave. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk outside the
And you can
funhouse.
see as she walks out as well, she's going to head towards the north.
I want to follow her, you know, give her some backup.
Okay, great. She enters the tunnel of love. But while this happens, why don't you give me a spot hidden, John?
That's a failure.
Okay, great. So you're just gonna follow her to the fun house. Why don't you three give me a spot hidden?
Ooh, that's good. Just regular success, actually.
Okay, nice.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hurry
Hard, or I can spend luck to make
No
it
need.
extreme.
Keep your luck. Because on a success, you both see Ina and John walking to the north.
Shh, stay down.
They've come out of that fun house, Evelyn.
I think
John looks
I don't
happy.
trust her.
Why is he smiling so big?
Why would he be happy here?
He was freaked out when he left us, so we saw him back away and take off. He looked panicked and like his whole world was falling apart, and now he's happy as can be.
Maybe he's
And
brainwashed.
you know what, John? The fog's gone away. It's a sunny and bright day.
Oh, did you look at that? New Hampshire does have more than fog. And the roller coaster, is it still wiggly or
No,
probably
it's
pretty
it's
normal?
not as like dominant. It's you can see the entrance clearly.
I bet I could find my drone too.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not too broken. Ina's gone. Shit.
Yeah, she's ahead of you.
Yeah. Ina, could you buy me a new drone? No.
I can't help you with that.
Dang it. It was worth a try. Maybe I'm seeing a bit of the positives, like, this is a good investment. You know, open this up for more people. Wait, yeah, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I might go and find the others, actually. You know?
Okay, well, they see you first, so it's up to them if they want to hide from you.
We see him, like, as we are whispering about, like, why is he smiling so much? We just see his face uncannily turn and look right toward us. Just,
Shit, I think he's seen us.
the fuck?
I think we still need to find a way out of here, but I don't think we can trust him.
Well, we got Sophia here too. We gotta.
Yeah, what is Sophia doing? Is she going
She's
to stick with
huddling
us?
up next to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe could we get her to the office maybe and make her as comfortable there?
Yeah.
How
Try
do
to find our way back.
Or we go meet this bitch on at the funhouse, or at the Tunnel of Love.
Oh, love. So maybe we do. Can we? There is a barrel fire. I'm gonna put out that offer again to maybe make a torch.
Not a bad idea.
Now, that's not a bad idea. As we both say that, I turn to Ron. I'm like, hey,
That's
sorry about her.
that's forgiven, friend, forgiven. And that's not to say that you didn't have a few valid points there. I got some thinking to do when we get out of here.
You and me both when we get out of here. All right. But in the meantime, let's burn this place to the ground.
You got it.
Okay. So the Tunnel of Love, you're gonna try and burn that down?
Yeah, we're gonna go over back to the bumper cars and then mob Barry with en masse to get some torches.
Like back.
Exactly. He can't take us all. And yeah, getting some torches, light the fun house up, then heading to the Tunnel of Love, light it up, I suppose.
Okay, great. So what's happening now is you're gonna see Barry. He's at the fire. He's warming his hands. He's got that pipe which glints. Ooh,
You know,
glints in the carnival light.
I'm gonna see if I can recruit him to our cause.
You
Okay.
sure about that? It did not go well the last time.
He checked my flask.
I think we know the whole enough of the story now that Mr. Barry,
Just
Who's that?
Don't mention Tracy.
will do this. My name's Ron. I we're the
Okay.
newest arrivals. I'd like to make a proposition to you.
What the fuck do you want?
We're thinking of closing Unland's park, this park down for good, and setting a good old fire to the Tunnel of Love. Now I read the Elvis really came out there. Sorry. So Tunnel of Love.
I'll take a social roll.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna do fast talk, and I'm gonna.
Oh, fast talk, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
it's gonna be
fast talk
hard
him.
to influence him.
Yeah. Okay. And I got a 68, which
68?
which is a fail, not a hard.
Push it.
I think I
Why
will
would I do
push.
that? You're gonna push it?
the roll.
All right. If you
Yeah,
push it,
I'm gonna
he's gonna try and attack you. If you fail.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Sounds good. I'm going to push it, and I'm going to push it by talking about how this cycle will just go on forever, and he'll just be sitting here, and I'm even going to, and maybe, yeah, what'll happen is if I fail it, that I'll accidentally go overboard and mention her name, and that'll set him off. But yeah, let's do this. Yes, let's see if the pocket aces come
Double or
through.
nothing.
The pocket aces do not. And he says, now, is this really what Tracy would want for you?
Well, you know you're another conspirator, and he grabs the pipe,
Oh, shit,
and
shit.
he's just gonna lunge for you, the sharpened pipe. So let's go into combat order. Isaac, it's your turn.
At this point, I was ready for him. So I want to try and go up and essentially trip him, as I'm assuming Barry's just going to lunge straight for Ron again.
Okay.
So yeah, combat maneuver to trip. Right. And I don't think a 90 is going to cut it.
Oh
I
my
could be
lord.
wrong, but
Okay, so you go kind of bumbling past him, but yeah, he's kind of barrel charging. So yeah, that's real tough. Ron, what are you doing? He's going to spear you with the pipe.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to sidestep at the last second and slip past him. So I'm gonna hold it all for a dodge.
It is your turn proper.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So in that case, there's nothing at hand to grab in here. There's no other pipes or anything.
There's plenty of degrees. There's cinder blocks.
Ooh,
Other stuff.
You know what? I'm gonna turn around and grab, and the first thing I find is a cinder block.
Yeah.
And I'll
Oh boy.
I'll
Even
try
throw it at him. You might have to throw.
and yeah, let me. I'm not gonna admit what. Oh, throw is pretty much as bad as brawl. So yeah, you know what?
Throw a
I'll
cinder
throw it.
block at his head.
Yeah, I'll
What
throw
could
a
go
cinder
wrong?
block at his head, and a 38. I'll spend the 18 luck to make it a success.
All right. Cinder blocks hurt. So why don't you add a d6 plus your damage bonus, half of your damage bonus because you threw it.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Damage bonus is plus d4. I'm going to do that first just so we have it. It'll just be a 1.
Okay.
And then the d6 is a 2, so 3 damage.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So you hit him right square in the side of the head. You can see how the cinder block, it basically scrapes the side of his face, pretty much denuding the skin on in his jaw area. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But he's still up.
Shit, and still coming
And
out.
he roars in anger. He's gonna try, and it's his turn proper. So
Yeah.
what's gonna happen now is he's gonna try and basically stab you and bash your head in. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to dodge. I'm going to try to glance at another cinder block nearby, realize it's too far, so I'm just going to throw my whole body, considerable bulk, out of the way.
To dodge. All right, let's see that
Dodge.
dodge roll, please.
You know what? And I'm going to just switch out the dice right now because this seems like a good time to do that. Yes, it was, because I got an 18, and it's a hard success on dodge.
All right, so what that means is that there's a splitting crack as the pipe hits the ground where you once were.
Oof.
It is now Evelyn's turn. What are you doing?
Evelyn's going to run up to the barrel fire and kick it over and try and set fire to the bumper cars.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it catches.
It's probably a wooden
Um,
track that they're on or something like that, so yeah.
I would love a strength roll. Let's see how that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a regular success, 50 under 70.
Okay, the barrel fire topples over. You can see ash embers that are still red with heat start to spread over the wooden bumper cars, and that starts to catch.
And if there's like a piece of wood or something nearby, I'll like tear my shirt and make a makeshift torch. And
Yeah, you do that. Great. I can't wait to see what you do with that. Isaac, what are you doing?
Back again, if the pipe is at the ground, I think I also want to pick up maybe even the same block that Ron threw.
Okay.
Is I imagine I'm on the other side, so picking it up and then just try to clobber on the back of his head.
It's
'cause I
clobbering
imagine
time.
you ran past me.
All right. Why don't you give me a fighting brawl roll, and he's going to try and fight back.
I certainly can. I can. So that's a 26
hell.
under 50.
26 under. All right, he got a. He rolled no 9,
Oh fuck.
but that's not an extreme. I mean, it is an extreme, but it's not an impale because it's not his turn. So you get to scoot away with those rules.
Okay, so he is gonna smack me back.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
Yeah.
Don't you hate that when that happens? You get.
I am wondering if I want to spend the luck.
Oh, I mean, feel free.
You know what? Fuck this guy. Yes,
Yeah,
I
fuck
am
this guy.
going. I'm going to
Exactly.
spend. What was it? It's 26. I need to get under 10, so I'm going to spend
Absolute
17
cinema.
luck.
Yeah.
Okay. 17 luck. Great.
An
So
investment.
deal the damage. That's a d6 plus your damage bonus. Your
Yeah.
full damage bonus because you're not throwing it.
Everyone else has been working with 40 something luck, so I'm just joining the party.
There you
Yeah.
Let's see. So D6. What is my damage bonus? Got nothing. Fuck yeah. 6 damage. Kiss my
Okay.
ass,
Nice.
Barry.
All right. That's more than half his health. What he's gonna do is. Yeah. So he crumples to the ground. His neck kind of snaps at an odd angle, and he crumples to the floor.
I told you that guy was an asshole.
You're right. I just figured it'd be one more ally on our side if I could convince him, but clearly
You don't know
this-
how long he's gonna stay down.
Yeah, he
I
could
kind of
be-
want to. I have half a mind to drag his ass into the burning bumper cars because fuck this guy.
Evelyn's
you can
way
do
ahead
that.
of you. She's got her torch. She's like, I can set him on fire.
Just mutilate this man.
Be my
Okay.
guest, honestly. I'm gonna get a torch too.
All
No.
right. You set his body on fire, and what's most disturbing is he does not make sound because he is unconscious. He's just burning.
Evelyn probably has flashbacks.
Yeah, I would say that's a sand roll then. As you hear that sound of a crunch in the car crash, a burning wreck, 3 dead.
I mean, that's a pass, but
Just take one.
okay,
It doesn't feel good.
it's not feeling good.
That's okay.
I think as I walk
Well-
over to the, imagine something. It's more like a hutch at this point, where the bumper cars were being contained. Grabbing a piece of wood off the exterior, lighting it to catch flame. I see a little glint of metal inside, and
Okay.
I take the wood and I kind of like knock Evelyn's flask out from the interior
Nice.
and sort of knock it across the ground over to her.
Oh, I was looking for that.
Yeah, maybe give it a minute to cool down. I lost my accent because I just came to the sobering realization we're in the afterlife.
As soon as it cools down, Evelyn's taking a swig of whatever's left.
Okay, great.
Wow.
There's not much, just a few drops, but it works.
Enough to fall off the wagon.
Yeah.
Oh no. Well, we got enough here to arm ourselves. Let's get some torches and
Let's go to that fun house and burn that fucking clown.
All right, so you're going to go to the fun house or the tunnel of love?
the tunnel of love. Tunnel of
All
love.
right. John, in the
This-
meantime, what are you doing while all of this is happening? You're just
Good.
going to explore?
Yeah, I'm kind of wandering the park looking for everyone else. Like, where did they all go? You know?
All right, give me a navigate or a spot hidden.
I don't.
Riding a roller coaster.
Yeah, that's not succeeding anything. So
Okay.
I don't even need to look at my skills.
Actually, you're not seeing any fog, so you'd see them. I'll give that to you then. Especially since there's a fire right next to the bumper cars that they're at.
Ron, Evelyn, Isaac.
What the fuck is that? That shit's creepy.
And you see walking out of that fog, John. He's got a ear-to-ear smile. He's loving life.
What are you doing?
John, I'm gonna need you to stay back, all right?
Look, if you give me the keys, I can warm up the car for you.
You know a way out of this place?
Yeah, it's right over there.
And he points deeper into the fog.
I can see it clear as day, and you can see it too.
How about you you just lead the way. We'll take up behind you. It's still don't really know where you're pointing, but sure, just go ahead, champ.
You're just gonna go hurt yourselves more. It's not gonna get any better.
That may
Oh.
be the case, but I'll be honest, the way you're smiling's kind of freaking me the fuck out. So let's just all be adults here and we're gonna work together to get out of this. Okay? That's all we're trying to do is to get out of this. Mr. Smiley Joker, man. Lead the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you walk confidently to the
Yeah.
exit of the park.
I'll just be like, I'll use like my phone flashlight and just be like,
Nice.
I'm over here.
So what you see is the exit of the park. What they see is just the continuation of the lattice perimeter of the roller coaster. John has led you to the perimeter, but there's still a fence / structure in the way.
I can go. Just give me your keys, and I can go get help.
And you're all looking at John because he has not taken you through the entrance.
John, this is a fence. Did you hit your head in the fun house back there?
John, it doesn't look like a
No.
fence to you. It looks like the exit.
I did faint at one moment, but this is definitely the exit. I think you're letting your guilt block you.
What's she paying you, John? I can double. We should have talked about a raise weeks ago.
You don't need the money. Look, you're gonna stay here, and it's not gonna. You're gonna be like the person hanging from the roller coaster, Barry.
Now listen, Sophia's a very nice lady. You'd be lucky to know her. But,
Sophia kind of nods and shakes her head.
But we don't. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That's a fence, not a gate.
She types,
Look,
is he
look.
okay?
I'm gonna be at
I
home
don't think he
tonight
is.
in my own house. I'll probably get pizza, takeout, or something. It's gonna be nice, and you're gonna be stuck here in this purgatory. Which one do you think is better?
If you see the entrance there, why don't you go through it?
I'm gonna go walk through it.
And you walk through it.
He
And
disappears.
he looks like he just walks through a wall.
What the fuck?
That's not natural. So that's a
Yeah.
SAN check.
Yeah.
Yep.
A 0/1.
I'll like
Zero,
stick
what?
a hand back and say, "Get him." Oh, just wave.
See a hand sticking through the fence. Can I try to grab his hand?
I'm touching the fence around it. Yeah.
Yeah, you sure can. You can grab his hand. The fence is solid as you're feeling around, Ron.
John, pull.
I'll try pulling. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me a strength
Oh.
roll, John.
I have a
Um,
bad feeling about
There's a
this.
bit of resistance.
that's a 27 under 40.
Okay, great. As you start to pull your hand through, right? It's like you're being scraped up against a cheese grater, Isaac. So why don't you take a damage?
Okay.
Um,
Okay. No more pulling. No more pulling.
I'll stop. You see, you can't get out unless you. What, you're gonna go burn a building down? What's that gonna do? You're just gonna be in purgatory with a building on fire.
We're gonna burn several buildings down.
Well, good. You don't have a. You can just walk around with. There'll be even more like hell, as you said.
Well, maybe, or maybe we'll meet this allegedly very nice lady whom you've mentioned, and
Quite a very kind woman.
sure. Why don't you go ahead and take us to her then? If we can't leave out the front door, then just let's just see where this takes us, huh?
Y'all hungry? I can. If you can't get out, I can order food and bring it.
Be honest, food's the last thing on my mind because I've watched several people die and then not. So let's go meet your what's her name? Eva Matthews.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think she went. I think she went to the Tunnel of Love. That's where I saw her last. I left her to go look for you because
And that's very kind of you, John.
I thank you.
Can you go ahead and lead us to this tunnel of love?
in
Because
the
we can't
distance,
see anything through
you
the fog.
hear Barry bellow, "You're fucked!" That's it.
Barry,
Jesus Christ.
you could have get Barry to come along too.
No, fuck him. He sucks.
Fuck Barry.
Okay, he'll be here until he learns.
Good. But fine. I don't care. Go ahead and take us to the
And-
tunnel of love then.
Yeah, I'll lead him over to it.
Great. So you head northward towards the Tunnel of Love, and it's a crude looking building. It's partially made of concrete.
Damn.
The canal that it's
Yeah, usually there's.
attached to is
Yep.
filthy.
I've been beginning to see why you invested so much in this place. It has potential.
Oh, it does to be New Hampshire's largest paid parking lot. That's for sure.
Outside in the canals are these graying swan-headed gondolas that float loose, and there's some paddles.
Oh boy.
However, there's, as you look around, there's also like a fire exit.
It's going to be hard to set this place on fire. But I wonder what happens if we kill Ina.
Maybe not.
No
with
offense, John.
and
Yeah. I'm just saying you're probably going to be stuck here without a way out.
And on that note, Ina, she walks out of the Tunnel of Love and she says, "Oh, John, you're so sweet. You brought friends. Friends
I
to
mean,
help."
They were a bit insistent, but yeah, they would. I'm sure they would love your help.
Great.
I told them there's no other way out of here. I don't think Isaac here is listening, but
Now, Miss Matthews, you realize that your time here is long done. I have the papers here of the deed to this land. Is that it's possible that no one informed you, but your role with the company has been terminated.
he's going to
That's
try to
okay.
give you money.
I think that's quite all right because I found purpose here. And I think that my purpose is to help you. You seem like you're weighed down. Maybe I can help you with that. Maybe I can help you get rid of it so you can be a new you.
Are you the one keeping us here?
No.
Then how do you know so much about this place?
He just smiles.
Right. So hypothetically then, what would we need to do to let everything go and be happy?
Well, you just need a mirror, like one right here. She points to a mirror, which is about maybe 5 feet tall, leaned against the wall.
And then what do you get?
I get the satisfaction of helping people.
That doesn't seem right.
I'm sorry
Those-
that I can't convince you otherwise.
We can't trust those mirrors. There's monsters inside of them.
That's just the evil that's come out of you. I haven't seen a monster since you left me in the funhouse, but I forgive you for that.
Yeah, now they had a grip on you. I was going to get help to come back and pull you out of there. Okay.
See, all
I
this
left you
guilt you're
there.
feeling, mister, you can let go. And I can help you with that.
Then how do we learn?
Well,
How do we improve if we don't have guilt? I saved Sophia here because I feel like shit after what we did to Andrew, and I'm trying my best to work with that to help them and make things right.
you've kind of
If I
stunned
felt
her into
nothing.
silence. Yeah, she cannot fathom an answer to that, Isaac. And you
Peter.
see this fantasy get doubled down on. Why would you need that if you can just be happy?
He's right though. There's small choices we can make. We can start to do better. Think about other people. Make choices to help others instead of just ourselves. It's
Go to therapy.
go with-
Nah, maybe not that. Hey, hold on.
I don't
You
see
don't
any
need that.
therapy here.
You
You're
need
right,
to
that's
help
expensive.
yourselves. You need to learn to just. This is the best way. This is the best thing for you. It worked
How
for
are you
John.
still
He's
here?
happy.
I
He's
don't know.
the best he could ever be.
With all due respect, John looks like he's constantly huffing Novocaine. I don't know if I would call that happy right now.
Not a
It feels a bit
lobotomy.
hollow.
It's
Thank
not a
you.
And I don't think the road to fixing our lives is going to be one that's super necessarily filled with happiness either. And I guess I can accept that as, but there is a way we can do better.
And we can't do better if we forget everything, right?
Right.
You can't do better until you try to move past it. You are stuck here too. You are keeping all of us stuck here like a whirlpool.
Okay, so with your argument
Yeah.
and this sense, and you're trying to systematically destroy her ideals, I will allow an extreme persuade roll.
I like where you're going, and I think you just made me think of what might be keeping her here. Obviously, she has her own crimes.
All right. I'm glad I have luck to spend. So that is a 34 under 40. I'm going to spend, I got to do the math real quick. Let's see.
Will be 8 to get an extreme.
Yeah, I just need to do, what do I get to get? So I'm going to subtract the luck to make that an extreme roll while I do
Okay.
calculator math
Yeah,
to make that
great.
an extreme persuade.
So you can sense that there's a lot of turmoil and conflict that's going on behind her eyes as you just give her the straight facts of, hey, how can we learn without the pain of regret?
Yeah.
And she says to you that why? What? And then she kind of looks like she's just breaking down.
Carl wasn't your fault, Ina.
Ah, I, I don't, I don't. How could you refuse such a gift? You have every opportunity to just make it all go away.
Because
Like, it doesn't go away.
our actions affect others.
Yeah, it only goes away in our mind. The people we've hurt still have to exist.
They have to live with our actions. What you're suggesting is just to wipe away all of our own consequences. Really, it's the most selfish decision any of us could make.
Oh God. What do we do to Andrew?
I'm going to make it right if we can get out of there.
So
Don't-
okay, just stepping back as the game master. How are you planning? What are you gonna plan? What's your plan for Funland after you get out? If you get out,
I'm going to burn the fucking place to the ground. It's going to be a parking lot
Yep.
afterwards.
okay.
Yep.
So
Maybe we find the kids.
Maybe we can do better
families?
than a parking lot. but-
She's gonna ask you, like, okay, you say you're what the owner of this park. What are you going to do to this park? To everything I've worked for to heal people. Because if you destroy this park, you destroy all this hard work and all these bad vibes. They're gonna get out.
Maybe we bury them. Maybe we put them under layers and layers of concrete. And
Then
The
no one
sheep-
else can have my gifts. She kind of looks at you, kind of wide-eyed, and
Ron, I know you can't afford that.
It doesn't matter what I can afford. From the day once we get out of this place, Isaac's going to be the CEO of Holiday Holdings because I'm headed to jail.
do you mean that?
I do.
You just ask. Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this, Evelyn?
About
What's
being
going through your
accountable.
head?
She's also thinking about going to jail. I know it's probably been too long, but I think she's thinking about the families and trying to think of how she can make amends.
Okay. And this is not some kind of deception. You're actually changing your mind and going to get penance.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Isaac?
I'm going to join John in terms of testifying that I perjured myself in court. So also going to be heading to prison for probably less time than Ron, but I'll be there waiting for him when he gets out.
Okay. Yeah. Then in that case, she would see the truth in your words, but she's in complete awe because she expects probably the worst of people and is trying to heal them.
I mean, that's valid.
And she just she just nods and says, "Okay, I'll let you out." And she begins to walk through the fog towards the entrance.
So here, hang on. Sophia had something too. I'm pretty sure, and hands her a phone.
What's up, Sophia?
I'll hand Ina my phone in case Sophia had something.
She types to you like, "We have to stop this," and shows it to you. But like then she deletes it quickly.
We will, but we got to get out of here first.
Okay. So in that case, Ina's gonna go walk through the fog towards the entrance. And I'm assuming all four of you follow. Five of you follow.
While we're
Mhm.
following, just thinking of Sophia, that she didn't come forward for this. She just said that we have to end it. Realizing that if we leave, we're also leaving all the other people here to presumably be damned. If we just raise this place to the ground, I don't think they're going to be getting out. And I kind of
Yeah.
just want to whisper to Ron and Evelyn that, like, listen, that was kind of the best talking that I've ever done in my life, and I don't think I can crack through this lady. Should we just,
What if we crack the mirror behind her Is that going to let the bad stuff out? And
I think we need to be breaking all the mirrors, and it's just gonna spill over and kind of turn this place into actual hell as opposed
Yeah.
to a Silent Hill
pretend hell.
purgatory.
Yeah.
You ever played those games? They were good.
Not my thing. I like a little more risk reward.
So, do we convince her that it's a curse?
I mean,
That
I
she
just
should
tried.
Stop.
I think we could try. I think we could. I looking at her situation, we know that she was the director during the time of that Carl Henderson. That has to be what she's connected to here for.
And she stops like that at in front of the gate, and she kind of waves her hand, and the fog kind of moves aside, and it shows the exit. Exit's right there.
Are you leaving as well?
No,
Ina?
I have important work to do. I need to keep doing this for the sake of everyone. So you four can leave. And she does not point to Sophia.
I kind of want to drag her out
Mhm.
with us.
Okay. Ina's not gonna, if you're grabbing at Sophia, like,
No, I want to try to drag Ina out with us
oh, okay.
on our
Yeah.
way out. I just feel like I can't really talk in front of her, but I
Yeah.
feel like my hands maybe kind of like tensed up behind the other two to just ask like,
Holding a torch.
So that's a hostile action. And if you do a hostile action, you're gonna prove to her that you don't have her best interests in your mind.
so basically we're going to have essentially a last ditch persuade effort to try and
Yeah.
crack through her this is a gift veneer.
Yeah.
Or
I still think we should use Carl as our vector of attack with her. I think that's probably where her guilt comes from.
Miss Matthews, you know, I've been thinking on the way over to here, and I am already perfectly fine with doing right in the world and getting Andrew back out of and undoing all of the things that we did to him, trying to make it right there. But I don't know how well I would be able to sleep knowing I left Sophia and good people like her stuck in here. Because you are giving them no choice but to either submit and relinquish all of their memories, their pains, to lock it behind a mirror is just obvious repression.
And let's face it, they've made their mistakes too, I'm sure. They're good people, but they're flawed people like the rest of us.
And I feel like you have locked all of your mistakes, all of your guilt behind these same mirrors dotted all over the park. So I would like everyone to be able to leave this place, you included. We can all at least try to make the world a little less shitty on the outside. I see what you're doing. I see what you're going for. And I got to say, I don't disagree. But keeping people stuck in a whirlpool and telling them you can either gaslight yourself or get fucked is not exactly as benevolent of an approach as you're making it out to be.
18 years ago, you were the first, weren't you?
And she smiles at you. All I want to do is strip the lies of the world away.
And lock them away. You just want to, you're like a kid that wet the bed and tries to hide it in the closet and says, that's it, there's no problem.
No, it seems like we're in an impasse then. She waves her hand and the exit goes away.
I don't know if you want to do that.
We're saying come with us, Ina. You can step out. You can
I
tell the
can't do
world
that.
what
There's a
happened
lot
here.
of work to do.
There might be better work to do on the outside. Work to fix it. Work
I can do so
to...
much more here with the icon of
But-
the Phantom of Truth.
Well, the icon? Wow.
Those were a lot of fancy words you just spilled out there.
Sounds like an official TM item. What about those kids' families? Those children who were murdered? What about their families? Well, you could give them peace.
That's not your burden to bear.
No, it's yours. And you are not bearing it. You're hiding it. You're hiding from all of your problems.
She stares
Telling us
daggers
we're
at you.
happy.
What's the icon?
It's the source of power here.
John, did you
And
see
where's
this?
that? The
John
Tunnel
has
of
not.
Love, or
No,
She does not answer you, Evelyn. He just smiles.
Alina, I guess you're giving us no other option. And I guess I'll turn heel and head to the Tunnel of Love because I'm not going to leave the
Yep.
other people behind. And I guess we have to destroy like the MacGuffin.
Okay, if you're gonna
hunting.
turn to basically endanger everything she's worked for in her life, or she's gonna grab your arm and try and stop you. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess we're gonna go in
It's
combat.
fight time now. Like I was trying everything I could to avoid like, let's just fucking kill this lady. Okay.
Yeah,
I
she screeches and says, "I
sincerely
can't let
tried.
you!" And she grabs onto your arm.
Okay. I want to
she
turn
doesn't
around
know
and
what the
basically
other
choke her
no
out.
other choices.
Yeah. Instead of trying to kill her, I'm just going to choke her out and take her with us.
Sounds good.
Better the devil you have
Okay.
unconscious slinged over your
Yeah,
shoulder.
why don't you roll as a fight back?
All right. How does a 19 grab you? Hard success.
Works
Ooh,
fine
yeah.
for me. I just gotta roll. She failed. So what? You start just choking this woman?
No, if she grabs my arm,
Yeah.
then I have a fighting brawl of 50, so I assume I
Nice.
must have taken self-defense classes. So
Yeah.
I just want to try to yank her forward and just put my arm around her neck and choke her out.
All right, just give
essentially.
me a strength roll.
Okay. That's 35 under 55.
Yeah, you basically choke her out. And she slumps.
I look at Sophia as this is happening. I'm like, sorry, it's the only thing I could think of. And I guess I'll sling her over my shoulders and let's go to the Tunnel of Love then.
Be
What is everyone thinking?
I think Ron's fighting with the fact that the exit was right there and now it's disappeared again, and that's a little bit of it threw him off because he really hit, but he consoles himself knowing that the path to fixing things wasn't going to be an easy one, and he understood that from the start. So, and now he sees Isaac has things under control with Ina, and he's kind of side-eyeing John to see if John's going to make some kind of move against the group's best interests, and if need be, he'll hold John while Evelyn torches the place if need be.
Or John, did you just see me give Ina a nice big hug?
Yeah,
Everything's
maybe.
fine.
John might have actually, I don't know how much he would have heard. I guess this is up to the group, how much he would have heard about the intent to go to the Tunnel of Love after getting rid of Ina. But he would have probably tried to get there first to protect whatever is there.
So you run off into the fog.
Yeah, and he has the advantage of just being able to like disappear into the fog.
Okay. You run into the fog smiling.
You know,
what's
I
at stake.
Evelyn, what are you thinking?
All that pain might come back.
I think Evelyn's going to take her belt off and tie up Ina's hands.
Nice.
Nice. Great.
Nice.
Well, she's knocked out. So you eventually get to the tunnel of love. There's a heaviness in the air. You can see inside. Some of the walls are kind of lined with mirrors.
Ron, you said not to look at them, break them.
Don't break them. There's all these evils, all this
Yeah, you can
stuff
see
she's pulling
movement
out of people.
inside, but they're contained for now.
I imagine we need to do this in one of those molded swan boats. It's like we're kind of just pushing through the river, seeing these
That's right.
shapes moving.
Sludgy river.
Yeah.
Do you see John anywhere?
John, give me a stealth roll if you want to hide and ambush people.
Well, I want to just try to get into the tunnel before them.
No, you do.
14.
Right,
That's
so
14 under 50.
all right, so you basically hide away. Are you looking for any kind of weapon?
Well, I don't need another reason to feel guilty, but I gotta protect what's at stake here.
That's right.
That's a good point.
You're the
Good
hero
point.
in this story.
I might grab one of the
So
oars.
you can grab a fire axe. That sounds great.
I'll grab that. And I want to go look for like whatever I need to protect, whatever the power is in this place.
Yeah, okay. I would say you venture in deeper into the tunnel of love, and you see the icon. It is an unsettled. You see it as this living heart. This heart that beats with love and truth that you need to protect. Or I don't want to tell you what your character needs to do. So
Oh, I don't think I should destroy it.
no. So he's not on a boat because there's side pathways. It's like a canal.
So do we need to take a boat?
Yeah,
Go
if
through
you'd
the
like.
exit.
It's iconic as fuck.
No, actually, we're only going to do this once. Like, let's make it cool.
Yep.
So you row in the gondola, the swan gondola, into this decrepit tunnel of love.
Does it light up scenes with the mannequins and stuff like that?
Yeah, there's mirrors pasted all over the walls. You've got Ina, she's
torches.
unconscious.
Yeah.
There's shapes.
Say my
moving.
torch still.
Yeah.
I imagine we like took an oar off of one of the other boats and like set it up to transfer the fire over, or set the swan head on fire because that's also cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Burning.
Making our way further in, trying not to look at the mirrors, not to listen to the voices. The only thing that you hear is
Yeah.
Ooh, I love that. So as you turn the bend, you can see right there is this icon, this fetish, and it looks horrible. It's a unsettling arrangement of marionette controls and strings.
Oh, wow.
It's about 10 feet cubed. It's encrusted in like all kinds of rot and slime, and it beats. It's the heart of Unland. And the more you look at it, the more it seems to grow. So let's make a power roll, everyone.
ooh, yeah, hard success.
Hard as well.
If you fail, you can make a sand roll.
Do I need to make this now?
No.
Success.
Okay, so no one failed.
No.
Sounds good. But like I said, it begins to grow a little larger.
All right, do we set this thing on fire?
Yeah.
Stab it?
We can torch it. Yeah.
Call it mean names? Okay.
Yeah, part of it's made of metal.
Slice the strings.
All right, so you are going to smash at it. John, you do see this.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop them.
What does that entail?
I'm gonna stand in between them and the heart.
John steps out of the shadows with a fire axe.
John,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
need you
hurt
to
you,
stop
but
smiling with that fucking axe, big guy, okay?
you had the way out. You could have left.
So could you.
I
You wouldn't
still
have been
can.
affected. This doesn't affect you. You've already been given
You've
the gift.
already been cured, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna keep other people from being cured.
No, we're gonna keep other people from being trapped here. We're just trying to let everyone else out.
Put down the axe, John. It's time to
Listen,
move on.
I'm not judging the choice you made. I might have done the same, but this is something I want to live with. I want to live with this guilt, but I don't want to live in this creepy fucking amusement park for all eternity.
I think that does make sense. I
Okay.
mean, to be honest, I kind of did the choice to get out of here too. And yeah, I'll put because I don't need another reason to be guilty. You know, I got rid of all of them. I don't need a new one.
That's right. You're cured.
So I'm not going to stop them because I'm not going to, you know,
That would be insane.
attack anyone. But I am kind of have my sanity. But I'll just walk past them.
You put the axe down. Nice. All right. John was talked down. Now you're going to just smash at this thing. It hurts to look at.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to hurt it more.
All right.
Yep.
Why don't you just straight up roll damage?
What is a fire axe?
Fire axe D8.
Hell yeah.
D8 plus 2 plus damage bonus.
So 7.
Okay. You start chipping away. This thing undulates and starts to scream.
Can I stab an oar into it?
Yeah.
Set it on
D6.
fire as much as I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
D6.
Ever will burn.
Yeah, so give me the total for this first round
Okay.
of damage.
So I'll do D6 for the oar plus damage bonus.
That's right.
Okay, so 5 from me. Go away by the car. Yeah,
John, do
nice.
you want to take
4.
care of Miss Ina?
Miss Ina, she is still unconscious. She's not a fighter. She is just. You tied her up, so she's.
Yeah. No, just trying to like. I kind of want to keep John nearby because I still don't fully trust that he's.
So Sophia, she's also like smashing at this thing too. So
Hell yeah.
rush this thing. All right. So what are the numbers?
4.
4.
5.
Okay, yep. 38.
7.
All right. Everyone, make a power roll if you're still there.
Okay.
As this thing starts to grow larger and larger.
13. Hard. Extreme.
Extreme. Nice.
I'm
I
locked in.
You're locked in.
Failed. I 87 over 80. So I will spend 7 luck to get to a success at least.
Sounds good. You can spend luck on power rolls.
Oh, you can't? Sorry.
Yeah, you can.
You can? Okay,
Yep.
yeah, perfect. Yeah, I totally will. Yep.
I'm gonna spend 20 luck.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm down to 20 left now. Although you might be close. You didn't
I
start
got
with a whole lot
25. We're in this together.
either.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not going to a casino when this is done. I'm just making that clear.
Swear off. Gambling for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
All right.
I have
Great.
no luck left.
Everyone passed. Let's see another round of damage.
Okay.
Auto hit.
Okay.
Sophia smashes this thing again. You can see as it starts to crack and crumble and scream, there's something behind this. You see through the gaps, you see just eyes staring at you within the heart.
7.
7. Okay.
Just another 5 here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lex.
6 on my end.
Okay.
Trying not to think, not to look.
All right. One more power roll.
16 continually locked in.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
gonna
Evelyn.
spending 15 more luck, 95 over 80.
Okay.
So 15 luck, so I'm gonna go down to 5 luck left.
Sounds good.
Keep spend
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, I guess I'll spend 19 luck.
Woo!
You have 1 left.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see another round of damage then, as you resist this unholy power you don't quite understand.
As
That
the screams
mankind.
build to a crescendo, I lock in like a son of a bitch and max 8 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
And I hit 7. Oh, and
4.
Great. So this thing's on fire. It's bleeding. It's weeping this strange black oil, this ooze. That's almost gray in the fire in the torchlight you're holding, and it starts to split. And there's almost a change in pressure as there's like a as it cracks and crumbles. But this sonic wave, it's cracked all the glass around you. The fog instantly starts to lift. However, there's hundreds of these gray figures that are now trying to break out of the mirrors, and they're getting out. So, what's happening now, everyone?
Time to go.
We gotta
Okay.
run.
All right,
Back in
everyone
the-
can give me a Constitution roll for chases.
Okay.
Because there's actually hundreds of these things, hundreds of these bad vibes, these bad memories, regrets,
Regrets and bad
and they're gonna
decisions.
try and, well, they need hosts.
I'm gonna spend 2 luck to make that a pass for con.
Okay.
Do I see this and should I make a con roll too?
Yeah, you see this.
I'm on my way out, but I'm like, oh shit.
There's
Please.
one in particular that looks like you. That's
Oh.
coming straight for you.
That's always
Run
I
from
got
your
an
problems, John.
I got an extreme, so I'm running
right.
fast.
Oh, I got a hard.
You see your guilt. Fuck no.
Only extremes really matter in chase.
Okay.
So that
failed.
means okay. So if you want to spend luck to an extreme, you definitely can. If you have enough luck, that is.
Yeah.
You know
what? The funny thing is, I could.
All right, then that it
Oh
would
my
be worth
God.
it because you add 1 to your.
No, I'm wrong. Sorry, my math's wrong. I got
Oh, okay.
24 power. Yeah, and so I
So
need to.
what did you get, Isaac? Again, an extreme, and what was your move? It becomes 8 from
No,
7.
I just have a regular
Okay.
success.
So it stays at 7.
7.
Yep. What about you, Evelyn?
Failed.
Failed. So that goes down by 1. So what? 6.
Yep.
All right. John.
It becomes 9
9. Ooh.
with the extreme.
Greedy. What about you, Ron?
And I stay at 7 with a hard
Okay.
success.
So everyone just books it, even Sophia. The only one who doesn't, because it's the remnants. These things they failed. However, that puts them at the same speed as Evelyn. So everyone else is able to outrun these creatures, these abominations, these bad vibes manifested. But Evelyn, we're gonna do a chase. So you can see Evelyn, she's being left behind. Is anyone gonna come back and help her?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, double back and like grab her as we see her flagging behind.
Okay. In that case, let's do 1 round of combat because they're able to reach out. There's about like 10 of them surrounding you.
Okay. I have a stupid scene in mind that I want to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
out.
let's see it. So Evelyn, why don't we just say it's maybe 3 dodges or 3 fight backs,
Okay.
whatever you'd like.
I guess I'll brawl.
Fight back.
Yeah.
Blind them with the camera.
You've left
flash.
Ina behind in the tunnel of
Oh
love.
yeah,
Who knows what
100%.
happened to her?
Hopefully it slowed him down a bit.
Okay. First
We're
one's
gonna-
77.
Okay, nice.
Next one is 78.
Okay.
You need new
Great.
dice. Like,
Yeah, switch them
Yes,
out.
you do.
Where are the new dice?
Oh no.
Different dice. Okay, that one is still a fail. 39.
I can't make this shit up because this is what I got. I got 2 fails and then I got a fumble.
Oh.
So yeah, they try to surround you, but you fight them off. You're trying to run, um, and then that's when Isaac and Ron they kind of grab you by the arm.
He came back.
Of course we did.
Give me a strength roll for both of you.
Okay.
If
6.
okay,
Oh, it's a fail here, I'm afraid. But
that's okay. The extreme will cancel that out. So yeah, you basically have Evelyn on the shoulder, basically getting her out of there. As all of the mirrors in the park they start to crack. What
And
would
as
you
all
like
of
to
the
do?
mirrors shatter and these things are swarming around, I've grabbed Evelyn and like now Ron and I are booking it. I look and see Barry that's off and
Yes!
fighting him off, and I go, "You're fucked!" And then run away.
Yeah, he gets something happens to him.
nice.
And I would say with the ending scene, you all run out of Funland. The entrance is there. It's still kind of a misty, crappy day, and you all book it to the car, the SUV you had. I'm guessing you're just gunning it and just flooring it away.
My drone.
Oh.
I'll buy you a new one, John. Please stop fucking smiling like that.
Yeah.
And peeling out in reverse.
Yeah, you peel
driving
out.
away.
And you have escaped Unland. So
Wow.
let's move to a little epilogue scene. Who'd like to go first? What would you like to have happen with your character?
I think Sophia finds a good chiropractor
Oh yeah,
and physiotherapist and oh, Ron goes to jail. Ron
the happy ending.
Yep. No, he accepts it, and there is a fund left behind for Andy's kids to be able to kind of something of a college fund, whatever Ron has left to work with.
Okay.
And I'm sure. I think he was more willing to take the. He's more to blame than Isaac is, so he does give Isaac the opportunity to carry on the company because he trusts Isaac to do the right choice. Of course, if Isaac wants to join in prison, he's welcome to make his own choices. But yeah, undoubtedly he's
Hard
in orange
talk.
and
You
sitting in
turn
the
yourself
cafe.
in, yeah.
Yeah,
Because of
turn
that
myself
guilt.
in. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And you know what? After a while, it also works on it. And if there's games or things being played in prison, he avoids them. He doesn't get involved in any trouble. He doesn't. He reads books and exercises and tries
Reads
to
books
change.
and doesn't gamble his cigarettes away.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like you to roll luck.
Okay. I've got a 5 left.
Yeah. It's just
So
like
you're telling
bam,
me
shanked
there's
and
a
killed in
chance.
prison.
008.
Oh, that's too bad. I would say with the luck roll, like you get a harsher sentence, so
Yeah,
a
that's
little
okay.
longer.
Yeah.
There you go.
He can't possibly find the words to apologize to Andy, but I think it will just come in the form of a missive just saying I'm sorry. And
Okay.
that'll be what it is.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, we'll get back to you. What about anyone else?
I think as Ron seems to be set on this path to confess, like everything in our business, we've been leaving all of the book work and whatnot to me. So trying to get everything in the LLC in order as, we're about to be out of office for a few years. And so I set up the just accounts, pay off some bills and things. And I do send a letter over to Mr. John Parker in lieu of payment, since we did not have a successful survey of the Funland property, with a transfer of ownership from Mr. Ronald Holliday to Jonathan Parker. And then go to the courts and, self-admit to perjury and go along with Ron. Yeah, assuming I'll get a slightly lesser sentence, but yeah, I'm not just gonna hide from all of it anymore because
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. What about you, Evelyn or John?
I think Evelyn is going to, first of all, look up the statute of limitations in New Hampshire.
Okay.
But I think on murder, it's probably, or manslaughter, I guess. It's probably pretty long. But she will get her situation, her affairs in order, and confess to what she did.
I gotta look
And
up statute of limitations.
I am looking
I
it up
tried.
right
there's
now.
none.
I tried.
Murder.
I
In
literally,
Michigan,
yeah.
it's 10 years.
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
What did
there
Evelyn
wasn't
do?
enough time.
Car accident. Hit and run.
The red just walked away for hit and run.
Mm-hmm. So there's no statute of limitations for that kind of stuff in New Hampshire. So you confess?
So, yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Another go to jail. Okay. John, you own a park. Now what? But you always feel like something's missing in you. You're never gonna be whole again.
Yeah. Yeah. John turns from like, someone who's like fairly human with all the bad parts to someone who's just kind of like, he's like the company's boss, but he's very risk adverse. He doesn't really like, he's the kind of the guy you suppose just has no life. He does maintain a mild interest in the park, mainly in trying to, he probably doesn't go back there, but he's trying to essentially replicate it to
Ooh.
give that gift again. So his most interesting thing he does, aside from just work and maintain Holiday's old company, is to research into the Phantom of Truth, or the whatever Ina said.
Okay. So we'll fade to black on that as you spend hours researching how to replicate this again. And last but not least, we'll cut back to Ron as he's in the New Hampshire State Prison for men, and you see Andy, one of your previous workers who had took the fall for you
Yeah.
against his will, really. And you meet him in one of the courtyards, and he looks at you pretty much for the first time, like having heard your story of how you just turned yourself in for this. And he's going to be released because it's a wrongful imprisonment. And he looks you in the eye. There's this strong, powerful, intense stare, and then he just nods and says, "Okay, I forgive you. You're a good man."
I'm learning to be.
That's when we fade to black, and that's it. That was Unland.
Nice.
Scott
yeah.
We
Dorward.
got the good ending.
Like an ending.
Everyone goes to jail.
Yeah, that's
Good ending in
crazy.
prison.
Anything's better than purgatory.
John got out.
I'm a little afraid of John.
Yeah, John.
That was why I wanted to send the park over to him. I'm like, oh, he's gonna like start this shit back up again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
He's trying
willing
to.
to
He's
make that
trying
happen.
to.
Once again,
All good.
thank you so much
Alex.
for watching
Yeah, great.
another episode of RPG Reanimators. It's the live actual play. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to check out the RPG Reanimators podcast for horror scenario reviews, interviews, gaming discussions, and more.